At the World Cup on Fox TV, it's halftime in New England. Norway with a lead of 2-1 over Iraq. 2 goals from superstar Erling Haaland. Coming up later, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox. From Kansas City, Argentina and Lionel Messi against Algeria. Already today in New Jersey, France woke up after halftime. Got a 3-1 win over Senegal. 2 goals for Kylian Mbappe. 4 games on Wednesday include England's opener against Croatia. American star Christian Pulisic reportedly practiced on the side again today. He is called day-to-day with a calf injury. The Americans play Friday in Seattle, a day game against Australia. Tunisia hired a new coach, Hervé Renard. Canada's captain Alphonso Davies is questionable. He's been limited at practice with a hamstring injury. Saints defensive end Cam Jordan re-signed to play one final season. Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice is out of jail after 30 days. I'm Steve DeSager.
Elijah, put the camera on me.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Password.
Ack, dack,
Enter, brother.
Dak, and all that. Dak Prescott. Whoa.
Terrible quarterback.
Covino, listen. Was he wanting to be Wemby today?
No.
Okay, for those of you looking at Elijah, why am I 6'12" on YouTube?
Hey, that's all me. That's all me.
Did you do that?
I slid over and did that, yeah. So I'm not going to blame it on Rich. That was me.
No,
I'll take it.
I like to blame it on Richard Covino, one of them. I'm blaming it on Danny G, who just walked by. Somebody, why am I 7'9"? It is. Wemby ain't got nothing on me.
He don't.
It's the Odd Couple on a Trash Talking Tuesday. Looking forward to hearing what you guys got cooked up next hour. We'll get to it on this Trash Talking Tuesday. And, of course, Kerry Rhodes is here for Rob, who is enjoying. So, I don't know. I saw his post. He's in Chicago now.
Okay.
If you're keeping up with him on Instagram. Remember that when we were kids, the books, they had the Where's Waldo?
Where's Waldo, yeah.
It's like, where's Rob right now? So Rob is in Chicago, I believe.
I was wrong.
Enjoying some time away. So shout out to him. Hopefully, again, safe travels. He's going to be like 3 or 4 different places. But he is out for the next few days. Thank you, Kerry, for being here yesterday. And today we got a lot to get to on this Trash Talking Tuesday as well. So stay locked in. Of course, you need the number, 877-99 on Fox. 877-99 on Fox. I'm going to hit these hydraulics real quick like Ice Cube.
Hey, you high. You high.
Dang.
You up there. You can't even get it down.
I can't even get the seat down. All right,
I need that chair. I need that chair at the break, though.
Yeah. No, switch right there. I know what you need, arms.
Exactly.
Rob does that all the time. He needs the arm. Why don't I care as much?
You don't care? I need it.
I would prefer, but I don't switch. Rob gets bent out of shape if he doesn't have the arm. The chairs with the arms.
I'll get it at the break.
All right, well.
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right, 877.
Twitter while we're on segment. That's why.
Oh, is that what it is?
Oh, shots are fired.
Instagram.
Did you want to wait till next
Nope.
next hour to get him? Trash Talking Tuesday?
I know what to fluff right now.
That's a good point. Now, I was going to say, what about me? But I'll pass on that. All right, check it out. YouTube. We're on there right now. Elijah's got us looking good. YouTube. All you got to do is search Odd Couple. Dang.
Oof.
Odd Couple FSR. Go to YouTube, search it, find us, and make sure you watch the show, comment, like it, share it, all that good stuff. Rob G. will read some of the comments from the Odd Mob throughout the show. We appreciate it as always. K-Dub Live for myself, Kerry, 25 Roads, Odd Couple FSR, if you want to get at us on Instagram or Twitter, any good thing like that. Big show, Ephraim Salam going to join us, bottom of the hour. We'll chop it up with him, some of his thoughts. He picked the Spurs. He was on them early, probably since like January, February, so we'll see how he feels about that. And then next hour, Antonio Daniels.
Who?
For real this time.
Exactly.
Hey, Rob
Exactly.
G. Now, I heard him on with Kyle Hurd, so dang it, AD better pull up. Dang it. I heard him on like, I missed it. But no, AD, looking for it. That's our guy. We'll chop it up with him. And like we said, also next hour, Trash Talking Tuesday. So lots to get you on this day. All right, let's bring in the Odd Couple crew. Couldn't do it without him. We got our producer extraordinaire, Rob G.
blood Mexican? Is
Rob G is here. And also on the ones and twos, we got Alex.
Alex, you're a hidden talent.
Hit it one more time.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
All right, don't use all your drops right there. We have Steve DeSager at the update desk. He'll get you updated throughout the show. And we have Elijah.
Who is it?
Our social Elijah.
Who?
Who?
I can't see him.
That's so racist. Look at even Elijah shook his head.
Elijah, let me see the wave. Let me see the wave or something.
No, I got you. There you. He waved.
Never heard of
He
him.
hit you with it. He hit you with the courtesy wave. You know when somebody cut you off driving and they hit you with the hey, thank you. That's what it was. One of those hey, thank you, Kurt. Like, all right, appreciate you.
Be careful with that.
Yeah,
That was,
Ooh,
that was a little straight.
Yeah,
that was a little straight.
Little sideways ass out church hug.
Hey, you gotta be careful.
Damn, you ain't
gotta
lying.
be more careful.
Let me get that together. Elijah's social media guru. All right, let's get to it. We got a lot of stuff to get to. Still NBA stuff that is pumping through the sports sphere, if you will. And Rob G, one of the conversations that's kind of quietly happening, I would say, is something we've been having conversations about probably, a year and a half now as well when it comes to one Cat, also known as Karl-Anthony Towns.
It's a conversation we had 6 weeks ago
Yeah.
when the Knicks were down 2-1 to Atlanta, which Rob will not let us forget. They were
Hey,
that's the team. I think
bro.
that's who they are, for real. They were down 2-1. I don't care about the next 14.
You would think he was C.J. McCollum.
right.
The way Rob keeps bringing, and then the way they lost to, we thought it was over. Rob,
said
they had
we? It was a lot of we's
Yeah, a
in
lot
there?
of we.
Okay.
And I would say, Rob, that was 40 days ago, like 40 days and 40 nights. It was biblical. How long ago they like Noah? It rained on the earth 40 days, 40 nights. That's how long ago the Knicks had before they lost. But they lost those 2 games to the Hawks. Whew. It did get a little scary, man.
No, but the reality
Alex is quick on that.
We're still basking in the glow of the championship, but
Yes.
in about a week and a half, reality is going to set in. That these New York Knicks have a decision to make with one Karl-Anthony Towns. As you know, he is currently eligible at the end of this season, now in a week and a half now when the new year starts. 4-year, $272 would be the extension that he's looking for. He didn't get it last offseason. They said, we are not going to give that to you. We need to see more. They saw more this season, up and down roller coaster, turned it on in a huge way in the playoffs, and then kind of whimpered there down the stretch. But it should be noted, the big fish this offseason, one Giannis Antetokounmpo. This time last year, when they were talking about potentially moving him in a deal, reportedly the only team that he said, I will definitely accept a trade to, was the New York Knicks. And one of the holdups was, allegedly at the time, the Knicks were unwilling to consider moving Karl-Anthony Towns in the deal. Now that they have this championship, now that Cat proved his worth for at least a month, do you give him the new contract or do you revisit a trade to get off of Towns?
Well, here's the thing, Kerry. Right now, is there a more euphoric place than New York City?
No.
Than the basketball world that is, enjoying this run by the Knicks, is feeding all of us topics and all of this, and they're all over the Good Morning Americas and every talk show in the world.
Yeah.
But here's what you have to do if you're Leon Rose, who's running that team. James Dolan, who's the obviously owner, but I'm going to put him to the side because he finally did one thing right, which was lay low on the team.
I was about to say.
This year. He finally stepped away a little bit, relaxed, and they finally had some success. He wanted to mess it up, bringing Donald Trump to the game. The one loss they had in 40-something days was when he was like, yo, I'm going to bring my boy to the game real quick.
Yeah, he
Y'all cool with that?
He was in the building.
He was in the building. That's the one time they lost, Kerry.
I know.
But I digress. I'm said all that to say this. We talked about this yesterday. We've talked about this now for a little bit, even myself and Rob, and we've now had 8 different champions. Yeah. We all go, and I said it, and I still believe if J-Dub is healthy, the Thunder, it's a different conversation. But I'm sure the Warriors thought, we're back, baby, when they won in 2022. And then the Denver, Joker, the best player in the world. He'll be. What we've seen is there's no guarantee you'll get back. You lose guys. Players change. Little small guys. Just, all right, KCP, if you're Denver, he can go. They missed him.
Yeah, they did.
Little pieces, little nugget. Bruce Brown when he left.
I was about to say, yes.
You see this happen throughout the league. Drew Holiday leaves. And whether you want to go with the Bucks, whether you want to go Celtics, teams hurt when they lose Drew Holiday.
They did, yeah.
And I said that to say, if they're the Knicks and you're not satisfied with the one piece and you want to be different than these other teams and you want to say, how can we not fall into the same thing where now Orlando beats us, the Pistons beat us, Celtics bounce back and represent for the East?
Mm-hmm.
I'm exploring a trade. And I didn't even want to feel this way like a week ago. I was like, nah, But what I had hoped I saw, Rob G, a couple of games where Towns had figured it out, 20-plus, looking good defense on Wemby, he disappeared after that. And that would hurt me if I'm the Knicks. Because overall what I have to do is I have to assess and sit down and say, now I have years' worth of footage, stats, analytics, my eye test, versus a 30-day run where Mike Brown gives him the ball in the high post and he's successful.
He operates, yes.
Am I going with the 30-day that looked good and then it started to falter down the last 3 games in the finals? Or am I going with what history is? It's the up and down, defensive liability. He's 7 foot. He's athletic. You think he's going to be a better rim protector? He's not. You think he's going to post down low? My 6-foot point guard is my best post player.
Yeah.
But
Hold on.
I'm letting you finish.
And all
Go
I'm
ahead.
going to say, Kerry, is my phone is ringing. The bat phone, the red phone, the commissioner phone is ringing. Hello? I'm taking calls. I'm seeing what I can get because if I'm getting anything from Giannis, if nothing else, it's consistency. It's assertiveness. It's aggression. And that's something I don't have to worry about now. He ain't going to let you just put the ball. He's going to block shots. He's going to dive on the floor. And, of course, he is dominant as far as physicality. And if I have to look at Jalen Brunson, I can't just rely on him every single night. Bail us out. And I don't think that's fair. So for me, I have to – I know Giannis was interested last summer. It's a new summer. Is he interested again? Do you guys want to do something? Do we make a 3-way deal happen or something? Do I need to sign and trade for Karl-Anthony Towns so that it's an extended contract? Because maybe you don't want to get him for what he only has 1 year left. Maybe you don't want that. And last point, Kerry, there's a reason they didn't sign him.
Yeah.
They could have signed him last year. There's a reason. Is a championship enough to say we'll do it? Or if you look at when we needed you most, game 5, you had 2 points. And you went back to filing the criticism that we had.
Yeah. I'm not answering the call for Giannis for Karl-Anthony Towns.
But are you answering the call, period? Meaning
you're always as a GM, as an owner, you're always trying to get better. So yes, you're definitely answering calls. That Giannis one in particular, I'm not taking that one.
Okay.
Giannis has been injury prone the last couple of years.
That's true.
He's been disgruntled. He can go to a place and play second fiddle, and I think that will work for him. He's not the guy anymore, in my opinion.
Agree.
So when you bring him in, for me, are you paying that guy the same thing you're going to pay Karl-Anthony Towns in this position that he's in, the max? Are you going to redo him that same way? I wouldn't do that. So, in my opinion, watching Karl-Anthony Towns and Mike Brown figure this thing out on where he's the most he's going to get the most optimal play out of him, they figured that out down the stretch. Now, you talked about it. The last 2 games, he did kind of revert back, but some of those calls were also questionable. So,
I don't disagree.
So like, you can't just, as much as we want to say Jalen Brunson's a Hall of Famer now because of this stretch, we saw this stretch where Karl-Anthony Towns worked really well with the Knicks, and I think he found his position, and he became more comfortable in that system and being around that team. So now, like, I want to see that for a full year. Now, these contracts, you got to pay somebody. Karl-Anthony Towns is a Hall of Fame player as well. I believe now that he got this championship, his career is that way as well. If you look at his numbers, his accolades, just like
He's
Jalen
right
Brunson.
there.
What?
He's teetering.
So why is Jalen Brunson a surefire then? We talked about
First
this
of all,
yesterday.
okay, simple question.
Yeah.
Who's the better player?
Who's the better player?
Yeah, who's the better player?
Right now? Right now you're going to say Jalen Brunson because he's
throughout
a
their career. Who's the better
throughout
player?
their career, Karl-Anthony Towns.
Jalen Brunson the last 4 years has been better than Karl-Anthony Towns.
Throughout their career. It's been more than 4 years that we saw Karl-Anthony Towns be an all-NBA player, all-star. That's not
Who's had the okay, you're playing so who's had the better career?
Who's had the better career right
Why
now?
is this man? Who's had the better career?
I said Karl-Anthony Towns.
Karl-Anthony Towns has not had a better career than Jalen.
A better NBA career is what you're telling me?
Karl-Anthony Towns has routinely been the punchline.
It doesn't matter about the punchline.
Why can't I get more?
Kelvin, it doesn't matter about the punchline. We're talking about career up until this point right now. If Jalen Brunson didn't win this championship this year, would you say his career
I'll
was
say he's
better?
the better player than Karl-Anthony Towns. I don't think that's debatable.
I don't agree with that. I don't. Karl-Anthony Towns is the guy
Karl-Anthony Towns is the great example of left desired. Every time we watch him, we go, man, if only he lived up to his talents. Why doesn't he play defense? Why does he foul so much? Is he going to post up tonight? Why does he shoot so many threes?
Jalen Brunson plays no defense. So we're not talking about like specific traits of what they can do. We're talking about career.
If both of them were free agents right now,
No, we're not talking about
okay, if both of them free agents last year.
You said career. We're not talking about
last
it right
year.
now.
I'm saying if both of them are available, 30 teams in the NBA, how many are taking Karl-Anthony Towns over Jalen Brunson?
You're talking about right
now?
No,
I'm not.
No.
I'm saying even last year.
No, even last year I would agree with you. But we're talking about
how far
career.
You want me to go back?
We said career.
2006?
Kelvin, you said career, not 2 years ago.
Rob G.
Hey, Rob G.
You be the
Go ahead.
tiebreaker.
Like career.
Who's had the better career?
Better career. Be honest. What's your feel?
Not right now.
I feel like Dubs got you on this one.
Really? Career?
Yes.
Yes.
So all the way going back to Jalen Brunson's Dallas days where he barely got on the court.
He wasn't getting run.
That's still his career.
Right.
That's still his career. I know he won't play the long, but that's still counts.
And that's what I'm saying.
And from year 3 on, Mr. Maverick fan, what did you say yesterday?
I loved it. And this is why it's not about, I'm really saying, because I think people downplay what Karl-Anthony Towns did early.
We downplay him every year. We do. Every year we get left with wanting more. I'm not saying he's not a good player.
Yeah.
Not saying that he's not talented.
I know. Yeah.
But what we're saying is Rob G brought up a great point yesterday.
Yeah.
No, Rob G, put your headphones back. I'm not done with you.
They're going to run the way.
You brought up a great point. Take this compliment, okay? I'm going to roast you later in the show. But right now, you were saying how Jalen Brunson might be one of the all-time greats of maximum. Like, there's none of us are going to question that he get the most out of his talent.
100%.
Karl-Anthony Towns is in that category of people we go, man, if he ever locked all the way in, is he there tonight? What's wrong with his focus? Why is he fouled? And I'm saying not that and I think he is naturally more talented.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yes.
But I can't know that I'm real big on can I depend on you?
Sure.
I don't know if I can depend on him throughout his career. That's why Jimmy Butler got there. Was like, yo, like
nobody want to. I don't want to.
I'm not saying Jimmy Butler, but what I mean is he got in there and saw a dude. I guarantee you, Jimmy Butler played with Jalen Brunson. He'd be like, yo,
it's a dog. Yeah.
This will do the dog.
No question. No, we agree with that.
You're out of this. No, you're out of the Jalen Brunson camp. You're kicked out of the Jalen Brunson camp, and you are officially with the Karl-Anthony Towns camp.
Hey, man, I'm just saying. This dude.
You put him in the Hall of Fame too premature.
Please pull up Karl-Anthony Towns' career statistics as well. Because we're talking about career.
I have it. Okay,
pull it up. Let's hear it.
Right,
career 20-12.
Okay, and what's his All-Stars, All-NBA?
All-NBA, All-Star. Okay, so he's a 6-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA, Rookie of the Year, Rookie First Team.
And how is that a disappointing career? Like, I don't understand the rhetoric of it.
It's probably related to you see the talent.
It's because he was a number one pick who is supposed to redefine a big who's shooting threes, who can post, who can – and we always get left. And here's the problem, Kerry, and I mean this sincerely. This is applicable of life.
Mm-hmm.
When I need you most, where were you? I can have a friend that's fun. We hang out. He's got the chicks. But when I needed him, where was he?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's wrong with Karl-Anthony Towns. We talked about James Harden yesterday. Yeah. It's people like that where you're like, man, when the chips were on the line. And then that's why you get guys like a Damian Lillard who's highly regarded because we didn't have much. He stood 10 toes down with an organization that wasn't getting anybody with him. But we never questioned when the chips were on the line, was Damian going to get it done? I'm using him as an example of I wish I was in these better situations, more talent around me. Mm-hmm. And so Karl-Anthony Towns is talented, but all I'm saying is he's fallen in that category where we all go, man, that's all I'm getting.
So you're telling me you're not going to pay him. You would trade him is what you're telling me right now.
272? Yeah.
I know it's a lot of money. I know, but that's the market.
My only issue is I don't want to pay dudes where I have to go, well, is he going to be here tonight? Is he focused tonight? Is he locked in tonight? Did I poke enough buttons to get him going tonight? Yeah. That's my only issue. I'm as a general manager of Washington, one thing I never had to worry about if I'm running these Spurs, these young dogs they have.
Yeah.
We might miss shots. We might turn. They're young. You never have to question where they're going to show up and play hard and be in it.
100%.
And that matters to me. If I'm general manager of Washington, I'm like, man, I need people who night in, night out. That's one thing I don't have to question.
I need to hear from the callers.
All right, fine. 877-99.
That's what I want to know. Because you said career, not 2 years. 2 years, I would take Jalen Brunson.
I just said the last 4 years. Jalen Brunson has been the better player.
I'm not gonna agree with that. But the
don't have
last
to
two for sure. And I want to hear what the callers got to say.
There ain't a general manager alive who taking Cat over Brunson.
You keep going to that.
I don't know. I ain't taking Anunoby. I mean, him over Anunoby.
Well, in the last 2 years, no.
Boy,
you said career.
Carrie gonna write a song about the old being you back in the day. Alex, give me my Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately? Dang it.
Oh, there it is.
What have you done for me lately?
877-99 on Fox. This wasn't even supposed to be what it was, per se. But the question is, just they've won.
Mm-hmm.
It's a locked-in together group. They're harmonious. But my only point was, we've seen the one and dones, champion, and then we never see him again. If you're trying to get better, you have to be open to improving and doing uncomfortable things.
Yes.
And I find the Knicks, I'm exploring that. You say no. What do you say? 877-99 on Fox. We'll take some calls on that. It's the Odd Couple. Me and Carrie are already trash talking Tuesday over here in these streets. Stick with your boys. Fox Sports Radio. Before we get to that, though, we got to tell them all about M-Drive.
Yeah, Kelvin, when M-Drive first came to me, I'll be honest, I've never heard of it.
And I hadn't either, man. But listen, we were trying to get locked in, take care of our body, and I started to pay attention, and I noticed some things.
Look, same. I mean, after 40, energy drops, weight won't move, the gym stops giving back what you put in.
And the fact is, you start to think, man, is it me?
It's not. It's testosterone. It declines after 40, and it takes everything with it.
And M-Drive would have built just for that. You take 2 capsules every morning, or you can get the smoothie. They got the powder form, clinically tested ingredients that support healthy testosterone, energy, and this is important, Carrie, metabolism.
Here's what got me. A scientist named Gary Kehoe built this thing almost 20 years ago for himself after feeling the same change.
That's right. We're both working on our health, trying to look good, trying to look sexy. For me, get rid of this dad bod. M-Drive is a part of that.
Over 1 million men use it.
60-day money-back guarantee, so why not take the chance?
We're in the middle of this, and so far, I mean,
Would you say it's working?
I'm looking swole right
No,
now.
flex one more time.
Yeah, you seen it?
Yeah, I seen it. We seen it.
There it is. Yeah, we all good. mdriveformen.com, code couple, 20% off of your first order.
20% is a lot, so stop playing. Take full advantage of that. mdriveformen.com.
M-Drive for men who still show up.
Hey, we're Covino and Rich from Fox Sports Radio, and you watch the drivers.
You watch the cars.
But these are the people that make race day happen.
Veterans and military families you've never heard of.
This is Unsung Heroes. Take a look.
Around the track, there are military veterans who never stopped serving, only changed uniforms.
There are definitely similarities between the NASCAR industry and the military.
You have the ability to work as a team. That's a big part of what you learn while you're in the military.
I learned from the military, communication is how to convey the point and still get the mission done.
I learned that it's just adapting on the fly to the situations that are presented during the race.
At NASCAR, veterans help keep the race moving on the track. Across the country, they're answering another call to serve in local communities. Vet the Vote is a national campaign recruiting veterans and military family members to serve again as poll workers in their state and local elections.
It's kind of nice to continue to give back for a better America, for our kids and everybody around us.
Learn more and continue your service at vetv.vote/NASCAR.
Carrie, I want to start here. First and foremost, quickly set up what it would feel like in New York. Obviously, I'm assuming you weren't there. I didn't miss anything, right?
No, I wasn't there.
So you weren't there, but you spent all those years playing with the Jets. You know that was home for a while. What would it feel like just to be there, the atmosphere, and how the Knick fandom, how much it means out there before I go into my diatribe?
Yeah, the fandom is a funny thing, right? Obviously, when I was there, the years were a little lean. Even then, like the Garden was still the Garden.
Yep.
Like I would have my courtside seats there playing, just watching.
No, you didn't have seats.
Yeah, no, I did. I'm setting it. Let me set it.
Okay.
I would be there, and I would find those seats to be a little bit easier is what I'm trying to get to, right? And so, like, you're sitting there, I'm bringing random teammates to the game and watching the game, enjoying it. In the years when they got better, Carmelo came, and it started to pick up a little bit more intensity, a little bit more fervor towards what they could achieve. Those seats were a little bit harder to come by. That's all I'm trying. That's what I'm getting to that, right?
Yeah.
So, the build up from all of that. Obviously, the Knicks from the '90s, we know they had good teams, but never get over the hump. And so you could feel that energy brewing, right? It's almost like a tea kettle.
Yep. Yep. Well,
it's on the stove, right? You could see it bubbling. You could see it bubbling the last couple of years with Jalen Brunson in this iteration of the Knicks, right?
Yep.
They're getting playoff success. You're starting to feel like you're seeing more and more people in the stands. You're seeing the Ben Stillers come out a little more, and the Larry Davis, and you're seeing those guys in the building, and in the city though. Like, those guys have been starving for this. And when I say starving, my phone now, I haven't been there.
Right.
All my New York people are still here.
Right.
Kelvin, my phone has been off the charts.
I know it has.
So, like, just seeing people walk around the city, all the Knicks jerseys, orange and blue skies, that's all they talk about. Like, this thing is a real thing. And so to see it get to this point and to see them have this moment, I know I've been seeing people talking about it's starting to get a little bit too much, the fandom, but let them have this. Let them have this moment. It is well-deserved. This team is one of the most likable teams I've ever seen, and for it to be in New York, the Mecca, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. I just hope everybody stays safe out there.
Well, most people will. It's too many people to say everybody. You know what I mean? Like, and I started to see the numbers. Obviously, I'm a news anchor on Spectrum News 1 in the mornings out here in L.A. Yeah. And I had to read some of the numbers, and I'm like, numbers showing this from the perennial. I was like, that ain't that bad, actually. Seriously, given what you see, the size of the metropolitan area, it's like, all right, 63 arrests, it could have been worse.
Yes.
Because it's crazy out there. Now we have the parade coming up on Thursday.
Now I'm scared of that one.
We'll see. The vibes will be high again. But I want to go here because I asked you to set that up for a reason.
Yeah.
Everything you just mentioned, as somebody who was there, somebody who has friends and family still there, and just a city you still love and adore, and a city that means so much to America as a whole, right?
Yes.
It's Ellis Island. It's where a lot of people came. Some of us were taken. It's a story for another day. But point is, New York is New York.
Yes.
What it means to this country, the number one market, the biggest city, biggest metropolitan area. It means so much. People like to call it basketball Mecca. And I love the way Kenny Smith broke it down on the broadcast. He said the reason it matters so much to us basketball, and it makes sense, right? Other places, if you're from the South, I'm from Midwest. There's space, football, baseball fields, basketball courts, this, that, and the other, just for ice hockey in the woods and this, that. Basketball is everything. All right, all we got, it ain't even really going to be 94 feet. We can give a 64 feet, but it'll be a basketball court. Put it up. Maybe it's just a half court on this block, a half court on that block. Mm-hmm. But the point is, basketball is something you can put some courts up. Kids can do something. Guys can play, and that can be a part of the city. And it became part of the city for decades and maybe the last century or so. Mm-hmm. I say that to say, I believe this Knicks story, this Knicks run saved the NBA. And I don't mean to save as if it was going to fly or go away, but sometimes in life you start to see a downward spiral, a downward trend, right? Mm-hmm. You can start to see where something's happening, something negative, something's falling off the cliff a little bit. And I believe the NBA was starting to go through some of that. And you see it. Baseball went through it before.
Yeah.
Hockey's gone through it. They're trying to bounce back, but they went through it. We used to be much bigger, and boxing is definitely going through it, so on and so forth. And, Kerry, I believe that. And this Knicks run was key for a few things. You got the biggest city in America, the most fervent fan base, hungry, 53 years. To be New York, everybody wants to be a Knick. Well, they hadn't won. Right. And they didn't draw all the big names like you thought they would over the year. Every time a free agent is available, where's he going? I like it. New York. LeBron's going to be a New York. KD's going to be a Knick. Giannis going to be a Knick. You name him's going to be a Knick, and it doesn't happen. All right, anyway, odd couple. Kelvin Washington, Kerry Rhodes is in for Rob. I know. Shut up, Rob G. We're going to get to these calls. I want to get to it real quick after 40. Energy drops, the weight hangs on, and you start wondering where the old you went. M-Drive was built for that. Support healthy testosterone, energy, and metabolism. Don't ignore the change. Go to mdriveformen.com. Ephraim Salam coming up here on the other side. Rob G, we get into a call or two, dang it. I'm going full Rob Parker.
Is Rob Parker here?
Rob Parker's here. Nothing's funnier than him getting mad at Rob G about the calls. All right, let's go to Michael in Texas. Michael in Texas, you're on with the odd couple. What you got, Michael?
Hey, guys. At first, when he brought it up, I thought, you know what, Towns has had the better career. He's been better longer. And then I looked, and it was like 6 All-Star appearances to 3 for Brunson. They both made All-NBA team 3 times. But Brunson's got the big NBA championship MVP. So does that make up for those 3 All-Star selections? I think it's a pretty even fight, to be honest. I mean –
Michael, Michael, you're the GM of the Hornets. You can get your pick. Who you want?
Oh, right now I would take Brunson.
See, Michael, that's how he gets you. He says right now. But if you were to pick out of those two when they were coming out of college, who would you take?
No, well, clearly. No. And all of them people's mad. Clearly they took Cat.
Let's put it this way. Let's say their careers ended right now, so I got to take one or the other throughout. I would take Cat because he was better for longer.
Uh-huh.
And then going back to the Knicks team, I would not trade for Giannis. Run it back. There's something to be said about the unity of the team. And, yeah, Giannis might be a small upgrade over Cat, but Cat fits better. The Knicks would be dumb to try to mess up that.
All right. I respect it. All right, let's get one more real quick. One more. Who we got? Rob G, give me a name. Rob G ain't paying attention to nothing.
Rob G, who we got? We got one more?
Oh, Rob G.
Ooh. He gave you the Matumbo.
He said Rob Parker ain't here. He said, no. No. Blunt. All right. My bad, y'all. We're going to get to Steve DeSager. Then we'll get to Ephraim. We'll talk to him about this as well. Hey, Steve.
Hello, we've got a World Cup going on Fox TV right now. From New England, Norway still up 2-1 on Iraq. They're through 67 minutes. Superstar Erling Haaland with 2 goals in the first half. He's 6'5", about 200 pounds. In his first 50 international games, he scored 55 goals for Norway, plus a couple today. France, a 3-1 winner, finally waking up after halftime, beating Senegal in New Jersey. Attendance was over 80,000. Kylian Mbappe with 2 goals. He is now France's all-time leading scorer. Coming up, Lionel Messi and Argentina in Kansas City, 9 p.m. Eastern time against Algeria. And there's a late-night game on FS1 from the Bay Area. It's Austria versus Jordan. Wednesday's 4 games include England's opener against Croatia. American star Christian Pulisic is called day-to-day with his calf injury. The Americans play Friday in Seattle against Australia. That'll be a day game. Tunisia hired a new coach. Hervé Renard, ex-coach of Morocco and Saudi Arabia. Tunisia's former head coach was fired after the first game. Canada's captain Alphonso Davies is questionable. He's been limited at practice with a hamstring injury. And Neymar of Brazil practiced on the side in New Jersey. He's been out for a month with a calf injury. Saints defensive end Cam Jordan re-signed to play one final season. He turns 37 next month. Jordan has the most sacks in New Orleans history. Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice is out of jail. He served 30 days for a probation violation. The pro day for quarterback Brendan Sorsby is due to be July 10th in Texas. He has officially applied for the NFL's supplemental draft. Former Bears GM Ryan Pace is reportedly joining the Vikings as an advisor. In the NHL, Vegas interim coach John Tortorella will not be back. The recent NBA Finals averaged just over 20 million total viewers per game, ABC's largest audience since getting the event back over 20 years ago. Keep in mind, TV ratings now include out-of-home viewing plus streaming numbers. Longtime Lakers PA announcer Lawrence Tanter retired after more than 40 years there. He's reportedly rehabbing from a stroke. The Bulls officially hired Tiago Splitter as head coach. A reminder, the IndyCar schedule resumes Sunday on Fox TV from Road America in Wisconsin. And a look at the Major League Baseball scoreboard. Bottom of the third, and Philadelphia is already up 7-0 on the Marlins. Blue Jays at Boston scoreless in the top of the third. And the White Sox homered in the first against Garrett Cole and lead the Yankees 1-0 in New York. Bottom of the second inning. Back to you.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. It's the Odd Couple on a Trash Talking Tuesday. After 40, by the way. Oh, I already read that one right there. We got Tyrek play of the day on the way, and Rob G disgruntled right now, but he said we get to go to MJ in New Orleans. We'll take another call, so we wait for E to call back. Disgruntled. You should have heard how he said it. He was like, go ahead and take another call. MJ in New Orleans. MJ, you're on with the Odd Couple. Man, it's Trash Talking Tuesday. I really don't want to talk to you, MJ, but what you got for us, man?
Peace to the Gumbo Brothers with a side of potato salad, man. What's going on?
Ooh, I take. Dang, do I want gumbo and potatoes? No, give me like a catfish.
I just want the gumbo.
Fillet.
I just want the gumbo.
Yeah, give me a catfish fillet. What you got, MJ?
In the words of some of the last cats from the 3.5 of the Odd Couple, man, stop it, because I'm not bailing out either of you guys for being prisoner of the moment.
Exactly.
The Big Marshmallow, a.k.a. Big Bodega, and Brunson Burner still needing a pep talk from his pops in the NBA Finals. I am not so. I'm siding with Charles Oakley and Professor Rob Jedediah Parker. The Knickerbockers are a one-and-done and just another parody NBA franchise with the championship. I won't remember this 3 weeks from now.
Whoa.
Okay, MJ,
Whoa,
boy,
come on, MJ.
MJ, you must have had some bad gumbo. You'd have had some bad gumbo down there. Number one, no, you might be right that it might be a one and done. Yeah. And by the way, MJ, that was my point on why I'm exploring trades, because I don't want to just be – I want to say Jalen Brunson probably has 3 more years of like elite, and then probably, 3 years like good, but not on that. I want to maximize those years, and all I'm saying is I might be, if Giannis or if I don't make some other great trade, that's enticing to be out there. I don't know, whatever it may be to get another guy. I'm exploring that because that's just, to your point, that's where we are with the parity, and I don't want that, Kerry. I don't want to just be one memorable run and then now New York will take it.
Yes,
the city of New York will take it. But I'm saying, why do I have to be that? Appreciate the call, MJ. I want to – can I not have a run? Can I not get back to the Warrior dynastic? Can I get back to what the Lakers used to do in the – well, pick the decade, except for the 90s. Yeah, but, you get what I mean? Like, I want to get back to that. And, by the way, quietly, this was one of our topics we had on the list we didn't even have a chance to get to yesterday, and we can maybe talk about it here. I'll get your thoughts on it.
Yeah.
I don't think the league loves this parity. I know they try to promote it. Oh, wow, look, anybody can win. What's your favorite era of the NBA?
My favorite
80s,
era?
90s, 2000s. You tell me when yours.
I'm 90s.
90s?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Oh, I know.
There were, what, like 4 champions that entire decade?
Yeah. You had the Bulls. You had
the Pistons 90. Mind you, they're coming off a what? Back-to-back, 89-90.
Yep. You had Pistons, Bulls.
You go right into the Bulls who run 3.
You go Rockets.
To the Rockets who run 2. Back to the Bulls who win 3. And then you had the Spurs.
Yeah.
So my point is, we loved it, and someone will say mine was maybe the 2000s. Well, how do we start the 2000s?
You had the
Lakers. You know what I mean? Well, Lakers, Lakers, how we started. So that, to me, is where we love it because you get those things. You get, for instance, what if we got Spurs, Knicks again? Spurs, like we coming back like the 14 Spurs. You know what I mean? Where, all right, Miami, this what y'all, we ain't playing with y'all.
Yeah.
Or the Knicks coming back like, no, we about to show y'all how you win back to back.
Yes.
That's what you want. You don't want next year all of a sudden it's like Orlando, Minnesota. You're like, yeah, again, I don't. You want Warriors, Cavs. 2015. The Warriors win. You Splash Brothers are here, and LeBron is like, "Nah, y'all just lucky my guys were hurt." Right? Then the Warriors go crazy, win 73 games. You're like, "Oh man, they're unbeatable." LeBron said, "Hold my beer," and Kyrie said, "Hold my beer."
Yes.
Right? And then the Warriors like, "No, we about to go get a nuclear weapon." KD, come play with us. You know what I mean? And but you like, and now can they beat him with KD? My point is, you get the theater of that. If we just keep getting year after year, and then it's like I said, and all of a sudden it's Atlanta, Denver. We like, okay. You don't have to agree. You might love it.
No, I know.
I'm telling you where I am.
No, I hear you. Yeah.
I like beefs, rivalry. Jalen Brunson calling out Wemby at the toast.
Yeah.
Maybe Wemby taking all this smoke. I'm about to show you. He in full Darth Vader mode. He comes back with a vengeance. Or like, I love that. I miss that. I like having that. Every year.
Does that have to be on both sides though? Can that just be one team that
then give me one of them. I'll take 50% over 0%.
That's what I mean. Yeah, because some of those finals games, even though the team repeated, you didn't want to see them play that team.
Let me tell you something.
I didn't want to see the Bulls play Utah again. Like that didn't. You know what I mean?
I'll give you that. Even though Utah, by the way, Utah gets a bad. Utah would have smoked like 90% of the finals teams over in history. Yeah. They just ran up against this bald-headed crazy dude named Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
But at least you got the 50% of it, right? You got the mic.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Whether because you root against them, I'm sick of Mike. He's the league's darling. They're helping him. Or you loved him. Oh, man, he's the greatest. Like, I remember him in 98. I just remember that feeling of like, man, if this is it. Because, Bob Costas kept saying it. This is it. And you're like, man, this is crazy. Like, and just that series and what he made, the myth of him, you're like, wow. So you're right. If we get the Knicks again and it's Knicks – and Thunder. Say the Thunder said, I told y'all we just needed J-Dub. And they're fine, okay. We're getting familiar with the Thunder. And there's an element of hate.
Yes.
Here come the floppers. Here, unethical basketball. At least you get the storyline.
Exactly.
But if it messes around and just Houston. And dang it, I'll even take my own team. If it's Houston Pistons, you'll be like, okay. Now, again, you'll be excited. It's the NBA Finals, but we need a little beef is all I'm saying. I like a little beef in my league.
I do, too. I do. I do like the beef part of it as well, though. Yeah.
Are you a parody guy, Rob G? You enjoying this? Hey, you never know who's going to be there. Different team, at least.
No, I'm a Laker fan. What do you mean parody?
I know.
I like rivalries. I mean, people say they didn't like Steph and LeBron for 4 years. I loved it.
Yes, they did.
I loved it.
Because you.
And you know, as a Laker fan, and you know, I didn't get to live during the height of Lakers Celtics in the Showtime era.
Yeah, oh yeah, right.
But
right.
08, they lost. I wanted nothing more than to play them again in 09.
Mad, you was mad. It was the Magic.
I was mad.
Yeah.
And the Lakers were mad. You watch them, you know, they were happy they won a championship. But like, no, we wanted to see that team.
Yep.
So then the next season, they win the Western Conference Championship. None of the guys even touched the trophy, if you remember.
Yep.
Because like, no, we want to see that team again. That's what I want. And apologies to our Pistons. I would love to see Knicks Spurs next season. Because the bad blood was spilling over. By the time we got to Game 3 and Game 4, they didn't like each other anymore. There was some respect in the dap in the beginning of the game. After that, like, nah.
Yeah. And all of that plays into the storyline. Wemby not dapping, Brunson talking smack. Them watching him feeling like I'm the best player. Them saying, nah, Brunson closing. And internal beef. What do they do now with some of their players? Fox. And it's just all of that. And I'm with you. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if it was the Pistons, though. You know what I mean? If somehow, listen, we can reset, Rob G. All right, maybe Pistons Spurs. You can they're going to 50% you wanted. All right,
there it is. Yeah,
and who was in the 2005 Pistons Spurs? So see, they already got the storylines building up. You know what I mean?
I mean,
don't do that. Don't do that.
I don't think they build it.
Don't do that. Okay, that was 7 games.
Oh no, it was a good. No, I get it.
Thank
it was
you.
a good one. But yeah, 21 years ago.
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
But that's my whole point. I think parity is overhyped.
Yeah.
Rivalries, knowledge of the player, who they are, which is why we talk about in college sports. You used to be able to know those North Carolina hoop teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rashid, Stackhouse, Echo, all these different teams, and you know whether it be the Fat Five, or those Duke teams, UNLV, and those the Duke 2000 teams, and just you knew them, and they lost and they came back, they bounced back, and nah, man, you know you don't even know the teams. You're like who, when, where, and I think you need a little bit of that to add the extra excitement, in my opinion, in sports. No, that's just my thoughts. All right, on the way, we'll get to your tie rack play of the day. And also, we're going to have an update by Alex. Do you have a different name, or are you just rolling with Alex?
I think I'll go by Alex still.
All right.
Call me Lexi.
All right, Lexi. Yes, we will get our World Cup update from Lexi because we got finally, Lexi, we got an offensive output in one of these matches.
Oh, it's one of the greatest games we've seen this tournament.
Yes, so Lexi.
Holland from Norway. They're all doing the road together.
You've been screaming him too.
I love Holland.
Yeah, you have. All right, we'll do that. It is the Odd Couple on a Trash Talking Tuesday. Stick with your boys. Carry in for Rob, Kelvin Washington, Fox Sports Radio.
Kelvin, we should say this, that the World Cup is well underway and even they're ready to play in Los Angeles, right?
Oh, yeah, it's going down. We had, obviously, Mexico won their game last night, their match, and everybody's excited about that. Obviously, us living in Southern California, large Mexican-American population, so folks are excited, and you start
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, we love it. But so now, obviously, everybody's excited about the United States men's national team. Their first match, they're kicking it off. That's going to be today, of course, going against Paraguay. And so this begins. It begins to me, Rob, what they've been trying to do, and you know this, you've been in sports for years, really get America on the mainstream when it comes to soccer or football, to get people into it, to really have a team that can compete, not just throw somebody out there, throw a team out there, and they get mollywopped. So this is supposed to be the team, Rob, that has a chance to really do that. So it's led by Christian Pulisic. He is one of the better players, of course. He plays for AC Milan, Series A. And he's supposed to be the young superstar, the phenom for them to really get this team going. You also had the coach, Marciano Pochettino, who picked this roster. Thank you. Appreciate that. Who picked this roster. Some people are a little skeptical of him. But the point is, a larger point, Rob, this team has been together for about 8 years now, since most of them were teenagers. You got a group of guys that they put an emphasis on saying, all right, you are going to be the future. You guys are going to be the team that gets Americans into soccer, that gets Americans excited because we know the World Cup is coming. So we're going to put a lot into you, give you the resources. And a lot is going to be riding on this because, again, matches are here all across North America, but specifically in Los Angeles. You got a lot of people are watching. This team's been together for a long time, and people are going to hope that they can finally get past the quarterfinals, which the last 2 times we've been in it, that's as far as we've gotten. We didn't make it a few years back. So the question is, can this be the team to ignite something where my daughters, Rob G has daughters, who are younger, little boys, people can get excited about it and start to formulate where American kids are playing soccer all the way through. Because it's fine as to be weird, Rob. Everybody kind of plays soccer here in America. It's like the first sport you throw a kid into, but it doesn't stick. You know what I mean? Like, oh, yeah, little Timmy, little Bobby, little Derek is playing.
Because all they're doing is running around, and the parents just have them run around so that they can fall asleep at night.
Don't disrespect our parenting like that, okay? No, we be
that's
paying
all
attention.
It is. Everybody get into soccer. Just run around for 2 hours.
Run around, burn some energy so you go to bed at night. But that's what's going to be interesting. This team is really going to be the one people are saying, can this start some type of boom? I don't ever think it'll be as it is in other countries because for them it's life or death. We know that. We've seen how serious they take their soccer. We don't take it that seriously here. But can it be the one that gets it going, that maybe goes further than expected, past the quarterfinals for once, and actually start some type of where kids like, oh, I actually want to ride through with soccer, not just enjoy it when I was 5, 6, 8 years old. And that's what's on the line tonight, Rob. Not just tonight, but obviously through this whole entire World Cup. And it'll be interesting to see. I don't fully expect them to go past the quarterfinals. It's going to get too difficult. You're going to play teams that have the best players in the world that have been doing this year in, year out. So I don't expect it. But this is why you hope and you watch Olympics, you watch World Cups, because you hope for miracles, you hope for things you unexpected. Shoot, you watch the daggone NBA Finals to see things you never thought you'd see. So the odds are stacked against them past the quarterfinal, past the round of 16. But this is the best team, the best chance we've had in a long time.
Yeah, I think you have some lofty goals that are just don't seem obtainable to me. And I don't care how long they've been together. These other countries with the World Cup or whatever, they're not the favorite. You know what I mean? Like, it would be a miracle on ice.
Do you believe in miracles? Yes! Sorry.
You know what I mean? It would be of that. If the United States were able to win a World Cup here in the United States.
No. Let me Hollywood would... There would be 26 movies in 9 months. That's how fast they would get those movies out.
No, right. I don't know. It just seems an awful task. The women you just mentioned, you have daughters, and getting them interested. And Rob G has a couple daughters, right? Mm-hmm. And the women have won the World Cup, and it didn't move the needle as popular as they are. And I'm not saying, Kelvin, that they're not popular, right? Because they are.
Yep.
Right? They are. The women's soccer in the United States is booming. They won, and yet it didn't move the needle like you would have thought. Every little girl should be running around kicking a soccer ball, right?
Right.
I don't think we're there.
I do think it's a. Go ahead. I was just gonna say I think women are a little bit more advanced than the men. Like, I think they're more into it. We're more successful as a whole. When it comes to soccer, it's kind of like gymnastics, right? The women's team is always competitive, always good, versus our men's gymnastics team. Fox Sports Radio. It is the Odd Couple on a Trash Talking Tuesday, which is coming up in less than an hour now. We'll let you guys trash anybody, anything, 30, 40 seconds. We'll do that next hour. Looking forward to it. Still got a lot going on in the show. Next hour, we will have Antonio Daniels join us. Looking forward to that. hearing his thoughts on the NBA Finals, kind of some free agency talk. We got the draft coming up here in a little bit, so a lot of different NBA stuff to get with him on. And, of course, we have, like I mentioned, Trash Talking Tuesday after that. And then final hour will be Last Call as well. So a lot to get to still left in the show where, again, Carrie is in for Rob on this Trash Talking Tuesday. Make sure you check us out on YouTube. And, of course, if you need to, you can listen to the iHeartRadio app if you need to listen to that as well. All right, let's get to your tire rack play of the day.
They've been caught out there. A horrible error at the back. And guess who was around to pounce? Iraq plotted their own downfall because you don't want to do anything like that when this man is around. This man is Erling Haaland.
All right, there you have it. Fox, of course, it's on TV right now. This game, this match, Iraq taking on Norway. We'll get to our update from Lexi here in just a moment. Gets you updated on that. But we got to tell you your Tire Rack play of the day brought to you by Tire Rack. For over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and for where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be. All right, speaking of that, that was Haaland's second goal. Does he have more than that? Let's get to Lexi with an update.
Oh, gentlemen, it's Lexi from Lexington here with an update of Carry of Many Roads in the one from leftover Home Alone, Kevin Washington. Boys, I must say, today has been a trivial event because Haaland is making his debut on the world stage. This young bloke has by far the most goals in Norwegian history in his 50 national appearances. He has 55 goals, not including the 2 just happening today. We'll get those stats when the goal is over. He might have more on the way. This is one of the most...
Lexi took a break. Hold on, Lexi.
I'm
good?
sorry.
Lexi,
I
needed
needed water. I thought something was happening. Today's
Rob G, help
matches.
Lexi out.
No, don't worry. I don't need Rob G. Walk around with your chicken head cut off right now. This is a beautiful match. This has been something that has been bestowed about legends. The fans are all united. They're all rowing the boats together, and the fans going, "Aroo! Aroo! Aroo!" And I find myself standing up there doing the same thing.
All right,
it is
Lexi,
incredible.
can I ask a question?
Yes, you may.
I'm familiar with Haaland. He's been all the commercials, and, he's kind of the new young upstart. Is he the best? Is that still Ronaldo? I mean, Ronaldo? Ronaldo?
Well, I will say this.
Off of Ronaldo out here in these streets. Ronaldo, is it, who am I missing? Messi?
Lionel Messi?
Is it Messi? Is it, who is it?
Well,
Elijah, don't make me come in there.
Since we are repping Big Fox, in their top 100 players in this World Cup, number 1 is Yamal from Spain. Okay. Number 2 is Mbappe from France. Number 3, the hairiest of all, Harry Kane with England. Number 4 is Dembele with France. Number 5 is Ols from France. And 6 is where he sits right now as the best player in all of football.
All right.
And then, sadly, Lionel Messi is number 20-something because he's getting older.
He's old, yeah.
And then it was really sad to see, but... 41-year-old Ronaldo is actually 42 or something like that.
Yeah.
But anyways.
It happens. Listen, everybody can't be walking around here like LeBron, still top, 12, 15 player in the league.
Yeah, but let me pay the bills.
62 years old.
If you don't mind, just real quick.
Yes.
Upgrade your FIFA World Cup 2026 setup. Build it like Beckham, from living room to lawn with Home Depot. Yes, and take the fast free delivery assist. The Home Depot, official FIFA World Cup 2026 supporter.
Lexi.
Subject to availability. Hold on.
Can I help you out, Lexi?
Yes, please.
Just Home Depot.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's how we say
Why
it
is
over
there a
here.
T?
You know what? Y'all created the language. We just kind of made it a depot. Okay?
I didn't create the pot.
Depot. Home
okay.
Depot.
Well, him Depot. Thank you so much for that. Built it like Beckham. And again, Norway 3-1 Iraq. It is almost the 90th minute.
Can I admit?
I said Home Depot.
That
That killed me.
Depot is crazy.
Yeah,
now he ruined it for me now. Now I'm going to be running around with my daughter saying that.
Home Depot.
Lexi, those are my favorite things that you may have ever done. I mean,
I'm so
I love these updates. Good stuff here.
My God.
You been enjoying the matches at all? You been keeping up a little bit?
No. I haven't watched one.
How dare you?
Now, I'm going to be dead serious.
I'm just
Rob
really,
G,
really, real talk.
From what you know of Kerry, I would have thought he kept, not saying he might only keep up every 4 years like the most of us. I would have lost that bet on you. Seriously.
No. Dude, I haven't watched one. I mean, obviously, I've been watching since we've been here, but I haven't.
I don't think you have.
Not really.
You've been staring at Steve just saying you haven't even looked at the
I was
TV.
trying to look at Steve. Yeah, Steve didn't even acknowledge me. He didn't look back at me.
Man.
No, I haven't.
I would have lost that bet. I thought
Really, Kerry?
Yeah, I would have thought you peaked then. Wow.
Nah, man.
I'm a little disappointed about you.
No, listen, man. I don't fake the funk, and I'm going to tell you.
I like that.
I will never ever say I did it if I didn't.
You would have
At
faked
least
the
you know
funk in
that.
Michigan, though.
Huh?
Because there used to be anybody listening in Michigan who's familiar with Michigan State.
Yeah.
They used to have the greatest thing. And now, granted, it was mostly only black people, but it was called Fake the Funk. And it was like a huge lip syncing. It'd be 13,000 people in the Breslin Center where they play basketball. And you would have been up there singing, fake singing, and dancing at Fake the Funk.
That's a whole different deal.
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion. Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
Norway has just scored again in the final minute of the game, now up 4-1 against Iraq in New England. Earlier in New Jersey, attendance over 80,000. France got going after halftime, 3-1 the final over Senegal. 2 goals for Kylian Mbappe, now France's all-time leading scorer. Coming up in an hour in Kansas City, Argentina and Lionel Messi against Algeria. The late-night game in the Bay Area will have Austria versus Jordan on FS1. Saints defensive end Cam Jordan re-signed to play one final season. He turns 37 next month. Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice is out of jail. He served 30 days for a probation violation. To Major League Baseball, the Phillies lead 8-0 over the Marlins in the top of the 5th. Kyle Schwarber, his 25th home run that leads the major leagues. Toronto and Dylan Cease up 1-0 at Boston in the bottom of the 4th. Yankees up 3-1 on the White Sox in the 3rd. I'm Steve DeSager.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
That's right, hour number 2, numero dos. Lots still to get to this hour. Coming up in a bit, Antonio Daniels. We'll talk to him about the NBA Finals. You got some little bit of smoke going on. You got some possible trades.
You got some smoke?
Yeah. You got a little Dylan Harper apparently not happy about some of his the playing time decisions and whatnot. We talked about earlier. What do you do with Cat? Is it good running back? So a lot of stuff we'll ask AD.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. Trash Talking Tuesday coming up here in about 45 minutes or so as well. So a lot to get to this hour. Be sure to check out the YouTube channel. We're on there right now, streaming live. Elijah's got us up looking good. Elijah, last I checked, we were at like 27.2 thousand subscribers, I think, yesterday. We still around there, 27.3. Where we at? Give me a thumbs up when you got thumbs up. He said about that. He's looking right now.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Rob G had that thing like three quarters.
I think he had Josh Hart. PTSD.
Like he was confident, but he's like, let me make sure. So in the meantime,
Okay.
3/4.
All right, 3/4. You act like my daughters. I'll ask him. All right, try this. Because you got to get kids to try different stuff. They want to stick to chicken strips and fries every day.
Sounds good.
And I mean, I know it's foolproof. It never fails you. But then they'll go like, "How was it?" Yeah. He said I'm right. All right, good stuff.
There it
So
is.
So check us out on YouTube. Just search Odd Couple FSR. We're up there. Shout out to the YouTubians, the Odd Mob. We appreciate you as always. And at University of Maryland Global Campus, build your next success with more than 100 degree and certificate programs in fields like business, healthcare, cybersecurity, and more. Undergraduate and most graduate classes start soon. So learn more at umgc.edu. You know about that, right?
I do.
Oh. You're educated, brother. All right, let's get to this, Rob G. We yesterday you were playing the role of Steve DeSager for a quick second when you gave us that breaking news that we had. Oh, no, Steve jumped in on that one. Where we had Brendan Sorsby. He's been a topic of discussion for maybe a week or so now. A judge gave him, I don't even know if I want to call it a slap on the wrist. There was no slap involved. In fact, there was like coddling involved in almost like you gave him cookies for being bad. Like, here you go. I know you're being bad. But then we get the backlash from some of the league, and they're saying the SEC.
The Big 12.
Big 12. They're backlash there, and they were saying, hey. And they'll go to the appeals court, and we find out he's going to go to the supplemental draft.
Yeah, and the reason he's going to supplemental draft, the reason this became such a big issue is, had to get judges involved, had to have lawsuits involved, so many different appeals, is because the big story here is that Sorsby was ruled ineligible by the NCAA after it was discovered he had wagered approximately $90,000 on professional and college sports over 4 years, including 40 bets involving Indiana football when he was on the roster in 2022. That's a big no-no.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
that's the whole reason why this all happened. And now we mentioned yesterday, I guess, I don't know where he was advised to drop this because it's going to impact the program at Texas Tech, which he transferred to. And he ultimately decided, I'm going to give up on this dream of playing college football. I'm going to go to the NFL, declare for the supplemental draft coming up here. And as a result, now that we know he's going to turn pro, you're seeing a lot of executives, scouts, coaches, all anonymously, of course, come out and say where they would take him, what they think of him as a prospect, because he is very, very highly thought of before this whole scandal started. Yeah. In fact, The Athletic had an anonymous NFL scout say that he believes, this was before he declared, that if he had come out in last year's draft, the one that just happened here in April, he would have been ranked higher than Ty Simpson, who went 13th overall to the Rams. Now, of course, this whole thing happens. He declares for the supplemental draft. They follow up with the scout again, and they ask him, "Hey, if you were running the supplement or a team for the supplemental draft, where would you take him?" And here's what he said, quote, "I believe it's really going to be one of those things where if there's a team that really needs one and falls in love with them, there's usually be a team that turns the blind eye, goes the other way. I don't think he goes in the second round. Absolutely not. That's too big of a gamble, no pun intended. But if the third round goes by and the fourth round goes by, why wouldn't someone take him late and think they can fix him?"
And I totally get the sentiment, taking him late. If you're sitting there fourth round, fifth round, you're like, hey, this first round type of talent is there. Why would we not take the gamble? And we know, listen, one thing we've learned about the NFL, Rob G, you can do anything except stand up or in some cases kneel for social inequality in this country.
That's right.
Shout out to Colin Kaepernick. You can do anything. You can literally manslaughter. I mean this sincerely. I mean funny. With Dante Stallworth, you can be domestic violence. You can sell drugs. You can do drugs. You can do anything. If you're talented, they'll find a way to, hey, you come on back. Except that.
Yes.
God forbid you do that. Stand up for social inequality and kneel for a better America. God forbid you do that. But I said that to say, for me as a general manager, in this particular instance, and I want to, it's delicate for me, Kerry. There's certain things a young person can do. You did, I don't know, but I'm saying you do dumb stuff when you're 18, 19, and we were before the cell phone recording video era.
Yes.
So you did dumb stuff.
Yep.
If this were Rob G, he got into a bar fight, that happens, right? If this were DUI, I would be like, man, left for a frat party or club when he was 19, 21 in college. And, even if it happened once or twice, you'd be like, all right, man, just young, dumb, and in college. My fear with this one and why I would not draft him, preferably me, is because this is one of those, when you study the psychology of it, oftentimes, not all the time, but oftentimes becomes a lifelong battle. Because this isn't just I was broke and I was trying to make some money and, I was hoping. Broke people have gambling issues. Billionaires have gambling issues, right? Millionaires and in between. Thousandaires, hundredaires. And it becomes a battle that somebody might have for life. And my fear would be, Kerry, this just happened. He just got the non-slap on the wrist guy referenced. And now I'm drafting him. I want the young man to be whole and healthy. I want to give him time. And so for me, I'm not saying in year 2 or 3, if he became, let's say someone drafts him this year, he sits behind somebody, and then that little contract ran its course, and now he's available. We hear nothing but good praise, nothing but good things. He's speaking up. He's an advocate about gambling. He's trying to help other young men, and nothing but good things, work ethic's great. Then I would trade for him, draft, or if he's a free agent, sign him. But right now, Kerry, this is a very serious thing he's dealing with. Again, this wasn't just speeding. He was young, flying in his new Ferrari. This is something, Kerry, 90,000, hundreds of bet, Rob G, right? This was hundreds of bets. This wasn't 3 bets having fun with friends. So for me, I'm going to pass right now because I want to make sure the man gets all the help he needs to be whole and healthy. And I don't want to be a part of that, because what's the first thing you get in the NFL? You're going to see the best players. Welcome to DraftKings. It's going to be all these big things, and he's going to be gambling, and it's going to be right in his face. We got to go play the Vegas Raiders. It's a lot to deal with. And now you thought he had money in college.
All right, look.
Now he's got real money.
So I'm going to tell it to you in this way, Kel.
Real quick, I'm going to give it to Tony Betts' number, and then I'm going to give it to you, Kerry.
So he admitted in the court proceedings he had placed at least 2,900 bets totaling more than $30,000 during 2 years in the NBA.
Kerry.
Including 165 totaling his $38,000 during his 2 years as the starter there at Cincinnati. And he continued betting when he got to Texas Tech and acknowledged that he had sent friends more than $65,000 to cover bets that they made on his behalf during his college career.
Kerry, that's locked in. I'm not trying to be funny. Am I Rob G? 29. That's locked.
This is
in.
a job for you.
That was a job, bro.
2,900.
And I don't know
bets.
if one spring all of a sudden he's healed.
Yeah, I agree with that. No, I agree with you, and I agree with what you're saying. But if you do want help for this guy, and you do believe in his talent, why not bring him in your camp? Like, that would be my pushback, right? Because he does need help. 100%. I mean, 2,900 bets is a lot of bets. And so, obviously, that's not just going to go away over a couple of months or whatever we're in right now. But if you care about that guy, you've done your homework.
But I don't know that I care yet,
No,
Kerry.
right.
I don't know him.
If you've done your homework and you become at a place where you have an affinity for this guy, and you want to bring him into your camp, and you believe that you can get the best out of him, I would take that chance. Now, I'm not going to draft him and tell him he's about to compete for a backup job or any of that stuff. I just want to get him in my camp is what I'm saying. So when it comes to this supplemental draft, I don't know if I would take him high at all is what I'm saying. It would be one of those situations like Rob G said, if it's a little later, maybe even a free agent situation, bring him into our place, get him some help, actually try to better him and better his situation. And on the flip side of that, this dude, his upside can be crazy, and he gets to work in our camp, and we get to see him on a daily basis. I think I take that.
Here's my pushback on what you're saying.
Yeah.
You are very kind to the NFL. One thing the NFL ain't really did a lot of that rehab, and the dudes keep doing. Look, is he talented?
I know.
I don't give a dang, and you know it. It's the truth. And part of it is because I'm Coach X. I don't have time.
Sure.
There are plenty of coaches who care about guys. I'm not saying that. You lived it. You know more than I do. But my point is, man, these are high pressure jobs. And I think they mean well. Like, man, I hope he comes in. I hope he's locked in. But this guy can help us win.
Yeah.
I know I'm on the hot seat. My wife's looking at me. I love our home here in the city. I don't want to leave. I'm trying to go get that dude. He got 6 gun charges, 3 speedings, and 5 drug. And I'm like, maybe we'll change him.
Hey, he's a good guy.
He's a good dude. And I think you see that. So my point is, I get you like, oh, man, we can help him bring him. There's no affinity. Texas Tech would want to do that.
Yeah,
this is our guy.
They were going to bring him
with
back.
us. Bring him back.
Yeah.
Get him under our fold. Love up on him. So I get that. But I guess my point is, this isn't just like I said, a guy who got into a bad fight. That happens. Protecting my teammate. We got in this brawl, another school or local. You were in college. You know how this goes.
Yes.
Football players, I used to throw college party. I was just telling you that during the break. We got a mutual, he's your friend. I just know him because he used to come to my parties back in the day.
Yeah.
Local dudes and college football players do not mix.
No.
Am I wrong?
No. You're right.
Because local dudes are like, man, this is my girl. Well, I'm from here.
Exactly.
And the college dudes, she loving college players, and it's just and turf. You know what I mean? Y'all coming in our clubs, our bars, it can get a little wild.
It can get a little testy.
It can get a little testy.
Yeah.
So anyway, my point is, I just feel like me as an organization, I want to give him a little time. He's on my radar. He's on my free agent in a few years when he's 25. He's matured. He's gone through it. Yeah. He's on our. We might even throw him in the bag. Go get him. But I just don't want to be the one right now.
You don't want to be the first one.
I don't want to be the first one. Okay. Because this is a difficult thing. And you tell me, oh, he's talented. I say, I saw Ryan Leaf.
Oh, man, you went Ryan Leaf.
Talented, but had some demons and things. And again, it's not that he can't overcome them. First of all, I'm a believer. I believe God can help you out anything with hard work, obviously, and you pushing towards that thing. I believe anything is possible. So don't get that twisted. But I'm saying it's right now, Kerry. This wasn't like we found out 5 years ago. This is right now.
It is right now. Yeah. There hasn't been any time in between.
That's all I'm saying. We haven't had a history yet of he's been good for 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years. You know what I'm saying? It's hey, you want him right now in the middle of his battles? I'm like, hold up.
So you just that risk. That risk though, like if he is that guy. And you're talking about trying to wait.
Boy, look at that NFL in you.
Yeah, you can't really wait.
Boy, Raji, that free safety, that strong safety coming out. He like, I mean, shoot, can he help us?
Hey,
can he help us?
Hey,
can we win right now?
That's how it is, though, Kelvin.
I know it is,
and it's crazy because it is. You're not wrong. It is a serious problem. It is.
Who did you just show me on the green? You don't have to say him personally.
Yes,
but you just showed me a former NBA, very young. He might still be in his 20s.
I think he's 30. He's
maybe 30, but
yeah, it's like
young.
right there, like 30. Yeah, he's in 30s. So
what was that?
Yeah, man.
Mental health challenges, probably some blow me away. Rob G, we'll show you.
Yeah.
My point is, man, people go through things, and you just kind of got to let's just figure this thing out. But I could be wrong. So here's the question to you, and I will answer. And Rob G, you can jump in on this too. If you were to take him, let's just say he's too talented, and we all know talent at the end of the day rules.
Yeah.
So we all agree on that. We all agree he's going to get drafted. I was just saying me as a general manager.
Right.
If he gets drafted, which he will, which handful of teams would you say should look at him and it could work? It'd be a good situation for him. We'll do that. We'll tell you who we think that is. It is the odd couple on a Trash Talking Tuesday. Antonio Daniels on the way. Trash Talking Tuesday in 30 minutes. So we still got a lot to get to on the show. Carrie's in for Rob. Kelvin, Washington. Stick with your boys. Fox Sports Radio. Let's tell them about M-Drive.
Kelvin,
what's up?
When M-Drive first came to me, I'll be honest, I've never heard of it.
I hadn't either, to be honest, Carrie. But then, of course, started paying attention to what was going on in my body. And I said, oh, all right, M-Drive.
Yeah, look, same. I mean, after 40, energy drops, weight won't move, the gym stops giving back what you put in. You know.
Yeah, big facts. And you start to think, is it me? Like, what's going on? Is it me that's having issues?
It's not. It's testosterone. It declines after 40, and it takes everything with it.
So what M-Drive did, they went ahead and built something for that. They get 2 capsules every morning, or you can take the powder version, which is my preferred one. Clinically tested ingredients that support healthy testosterone, energy, and metabolism.
Look, here's what got me. A scientist named Gary Kehoe built this thing almost 20 years ago for himself after feeling the same change.
Right. Shout out to him. And we started to both realize, hey, man, we're working on our health. Let's lock in. And M-Drive is helping us with that.
Look, over 1 million men use it.
60-day money-back guarantee, so no issues there.
Look, Kelvin, we're in the middle of this. And so far, I mean, you know what I mean?
You are.
Yeah.
It's working. Facts.
Look, mdriveformen.com, code COUPLE, 20% off your first order.
Use it. Get that code. Use the percent to get 20% off. Why not? mdriveformen.com.
M-Drive for men who will show up.
Facts. The other side to the Jalen Brunson, little man, David and Goliath, is Goliath in this case, is the young giant, the young phenom in Wembanyama. And it's been an interesting ride over the last few weeks with Wemby, Rob G.
Yeah, in more ways than one, because Victor Wembanyama, depending on which series you tuned into, and especially in these NBA Finals, either looked like the single greatest player we had ever seen, or he looked like a 22-year-old making his first run in the playoffs. There was no in-between, it felt like. And, of course, throughout the postseason, he had controversial comments, controversial plays, and he didn't seem to ever have any kind of remorse about anything he did or said on or off the court, including after they lose Game 5, unceremoniously gentleman's sweep. Wemby had the audacity to point out that, you know what? I still feel like we dominated that series.
One of many things I learned is the margin of error is very, very thin. Our domination stints are absolute. We absolutely dominated for most of the series, but our errors, our mistakes, are punished so hard that we can't have ups and downs like this so much. You know, the ups are okay. The downs is the reason we lost.
There you go.
Well, and then after that, he said, "I'll see you guys
never."
Yeah. I don't quite get that part of it all, but listen, I'm gonna go here. This is what we love to do in life, in sports in particular, Carrie. We love to have somebody that the roller coaster ride, the ups, the downs. We love you, then we hate you. We might hate you for a while even.
Yeah.
And then we love you again, and then we can, and then depending on how it ends, we might hate you again. We'll see how it ends. It works out at the end for you.
Yeah.
And I say that to say, to me, that's where I think Wemby's starting to fall. First year or so, it was like, I don't really know. I don't know what to see. It's not like we saw a bunch of highlights of him, and you're unfamiliar, if you will. Okay, This will be an interesting ride. Then you start to see he's good. Then in this year it goes into, this dude is a problem. He might be the best we ever seen when it's all said and done. He's scary good, and then we love the passion. Right? Oh, he cares. Look at him. He's crying in the Olympics, and he's mad. He wants to bring the pain to the All-Star game, and you're loving all of this. And I've said right where you are, and I said I love how outspoken he is, how honest. He'll tell you, hey, I think I should be the best. He sat down with Malika Andrews. He'll be like, who's better than me? She'd be like, oh, dang, you're so blunt. And he's like, yeah, I don't know who's better than you. Name him. Who you think better than me? When I'm healthy, ain't nobody better than me. I love it. But I think we've gone from now where it's the Anakin Skywalker to Darth Vader.
Okay.
Hear me out.
I'm listening.
Anakin Skywalker is this young Jedi, talented, learning the game and thinking he's going to be, this guy that's Obi-Wan Kenobi is teaching him. He's learning, and you see, oh man, look at this dude. It's fun. You love him. But then he sells his soul, right? And becomes Darth Vader. But watch this though. Darth Vader, while he's the villain, kind of the villain we all love. And I say that because this is what happens. All the stuff that we love you for becomes the thing that we start to despise you for.
Yeah.
And all that we love, he's honest. He said, I should have MVP. Look at him. He's mad at SGA. And he keeps talking. And he keeps talking. And everybody's like, all right, you're saying too much. You're losing. No, you got mollywopped. You're choked. And you're not admitting it. And you're finding ways out. And you're kind of making excuses. And you keep saying, everybody knows we're going to win. Everybody knows we're coming back. And it's like, that stuff starts to work against you.
Yeah.
You start to be tough and passionate. We like that. But now you're elbowing guys. And you're elbowing this guy, and you're pushing Brunson down, and you're putting your feet under people, and you're getting into it and tussling, and it starts to become, right? You start to not like it. You don't speak to the reporters.
Yeah.
Few games back. You walk out. You don't speak to reporters. You're the same one always looking for a microphone and answering questions. Now all of a sudden you ain't got nothing to say to reporters. You don't shake hands afterwards. You're crying on the podium when you lose to Chet and them back in the 19U. But I'm serious, Kerry. This is how this works. He's so passionate. He's crying. Look at Kerry. Now it starts to work against you because look at him crying. He always losing something. He's losing in the 19 under, losing in the Olympics, losing in the midseason tournament thing, losing in the finals. And this is how I think I was watching this and starting to see how it starts to shift. What's the first thing they say? Why you shooting so many threes, Rob G? Why you don't post up? Man, we already crowned him too early. He ain't all that. Man, he nice, but he ain't that nice. Look at him. Can't even shake hands with him. Sore loser.
Yeah.
And I think I was watching this like this is where Anakin Skywalker turns into Darth Vader. Fox Sports Radio, Odd Couple, Kelvin Washington. I'm going to let the beat drop. Kerry Rose, who was in for Rob. Rob enjoying a little vacay time. Not mad at that. Is Rob a pool guy?
He a pool guy with the T-shirt on and the long sleeve shorts and socks, isn't he?
Okay. I know he was a pool guy. We're going to leave, yeah.
Kinko's.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, we know that, but I'm more about nowadays.
You know what's funny? I wish they knew about that stuff with Rob Kill the Music Ox, because then they could have had fun with him and
talk to himself.
I know.
So you were crazy.
But it would have been funny to be like, he puts the kink in Kinko's.
Oh man.
Oh my
Alex.
What?
That's the group chat. That's the group chat.
Hey, Alex told himself to cut the music.
Yeah, no, Alex. He owned one. Ever since
way to kill the illusion, guys.
I'm not gonna lie. Ever since the World Cup came about,
he's a new guy.
Alex, you're a hidden talent. Like it is elevated right now. All right, we got AD coming in just a minute. By the way, if you are skilled like Alex in manufacturing, skip the online job search nightmare because listen, Express Employment Professionals connect you to skilled. They have skilled machinists, welders, technicians with contract and also full-time manufacturing jobs. So make sure you check them out as well. And I don't know why I read that one too early. I was supposed to read another one, so I'm going to come back to that one in a minute. Mark it down, Rob G. We got that one knocked out. All right, Rob G, let's get to this conversation about Sorsby. We discussed, I said I would prefer not to draft him, right? That's just me as general manager of Washington. I'm straight. It's too closely removed from the issue, right? This wasn't his, say it was a freshman year and now he's, because sometimes we'll have guys, we're going back about their history. He had this, he had that, but they've had a year or two from that. And then now you're still, all right, is he past it, is he not? This is right in the middle. We just had a judge make a decision like a week ago. Yeah. So this is right in the middle of it. But now there's the other side of it, Rob G, of just, if you take him, who should take him?
Absolutely. And I think we've talked about it off the air, so I think we all have teams that we like. You presented it to me, so I guess I'll go first. I think whoever takes him has to be a team, number one, that has a good culture.
Yeah.
You cannot go to a team like the Miami Dolphins, right, who has a lot of turmoil, new coach staff right there. You can't go to a team like the Cleveland Browns who don't have a culture right now. So a team with a strong culture, strong infrastructure, number one. And number two has question marks at the quarterback position. So that's a very narrow list that you're choosing from. I have a couple of teams here. The one that I'm looking at, though, this is because I think you guys are going to pick teams that I don't want to have the same team here. The Houston Texans. We've been talking about for about a year now. Is C.J. Stroud the guy? C.J. Stroud has, to his credit, won a playoff game every year of his career. Yeah. He is also seems like the guy who peaked in high school being his rookie season, right? He was awesome as a rookie and then just steadily declined ever since. They have a Super Bowl-ready defense right now.
They do. Big facts.
So if you are going to take a swing on a guy like Sorsby, you get him in the mix. If C.J. Stroud is great and he plays better this season, awesome. We wasted a 4th-round pick on Sorsby. He's a talented backup. If he does what he has been doing, he's inconsistent, he's turnover-prone, he can't seem to find the magic he had as a rookie. You have one season of Sorsby sitting behind him for a year. This time next year, maybe he's your quarterback of the future.
Okay. My only issue with that one is, what if CJ is exactly what CJ has been? What if he's 14 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, crowds booing him, and what do they start doing? Boy, that Sorsby looking good over there. Woo-wee.
I bet on that kid.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and I bet on that kid. See right there? See
I heard him. Yeah.
But you get what I mean? And I feel like it become too much pressure immediately. So I'm going to go one up. Shut up in advance, both of yous. What about the Detroit Lions? Hear me out.
All right, go ahead.
Dan Campbell, what you said, cares about the players. Yep. Would you agree?
Yes.
Cares about the team, cares about the guys, the more like the human too, not just what has you done. A good culture there. Brad Holmes on down what they're building. Jared Goff is the guy. Whether you love him or hate him, he's the guy for the next at least couple years. Now, you might have to reevaluate at some point, right? But right now, he's the guy. I want that stability. He don't have any issues with Jared Goff on and off the field. Great leader, studies the film, all that good stuff. I want a guy like that so I can say, hey, you ain't starting Horace Sorsby. Now, you ain't got nothing. This is his team, and no doubt about it, for the next 2-3 years. But sit up under him, get this culture, learn, heal as a person, find out what's challenging you, and you know what I mean? Lock in football. Now, 2 years to him, dang, Jared Goff, he ain't working no more. And he ain't mobile, and you got to have a mobile QB. They got to be like Kerry Rhodes was in college. Then all of a sudden, I might start saying, Sorsby, come on in. You get what I mean? But I don't want to, because CJ Stroud, Rob G, if he's as bad as he has been lately, they're going to start calling for him. That's my only disagreement to your point.
Lions are on my list.
All right, so listen to this.
I stole it.
All right, listen to this one. All right, you got a guy that you say may need a little time, a little help. You want to ease him into it, give him at least a year. Would you say a year?
At minimum.
Right. So give him a little time, ease it into it, right? You go into a situation where the guy there right now already, he's not going to play much longer. He's also been through some stuff in the league and went through the fire a little bit and, came out. And even last year, people, I think, kind of applauded him a little bit and is thinking that could be his last year. But I'm gonna say the Pittsburgh Steelers. Go there. Go behind Aaron Rodgers. You got a guy that's had some ups and downs in his career. He can actually teach him the ropes. They have an organization in Pittsburgh that we know their organization is top-notch and has been top-notch for a long time. They like stability.
Yeah.
And their head coaches stay there forever. Their people around that building stay there forever, so you get comfortable in the situation. A year of watching one of the best quarterbacks ever play and learn from him, I think Pittsburgh would be great.
I'm not mad at that. My only fear is that Aaron Rodgers becomes 50 and something happened, he blows out. I'll tell you what happened. Watch this. Watch how I tie your two teams in it. The Pittsburgh Steelers, I don't even know their schedule in front of me. They play your Texans like they did in the postseason, and they blitz him and make him look crazy. You remember that? And now he's out of it early, and I'm like, dang, Sorsby, you got to get in there. Well, I wasn't ready for this. I thought I was going to give you a whole full year. I gave you a half.
Oh, man.
I gave you one half, and now I got to throw you in.
I know, man. Yeah.
No, but I'm not. That was a good one. Rob G's only worries me because if C.J. Stroud, I mean, they beat that man into a haircut.
They did.
They did.
I had both your teams. The only team that we did not mention,
Baltimore.
I had the Seattle Seahawks.
You said Seattle.
Yeah. Not mad at that. And I think Darnold's their guy for the handful of years.
Yeah.
And that's another guy who's been not through that, but just as you mentioned, doubted, cast out, you can lock in and you can reinvent yourself.
Yeah.
All right, I like that. All right. On the way, Antonio Daniels, we'll chop it up with him about all the NBA action that we saw over the last couple of weeks. Right now, he is Steve DeSager going to get you updated. Hey, Steve.
Hey there, let's start with the NFL news. The Saints defensive end Cam Jordan re-signed to play one final season. He turns 37 next month. He was a first-round draft choice of the Saints in 2011. Wide receiver Rashee Rice of the Kansas City Chiefs is out of jail. He served 30 days for a probation violation. He missed off-season workouts and minicamp, and he had a procedure on his knee recently. The pro day for quarterback Brendan Sorsby is due to be July 10th in Texas. He has officially applied for the NFL supplemental draft. Falcons QB Michael Penix says he expects to be able to practice fully at the start of camp in late July, coming off last year's ACL surgery. Atlanta signed quarterback Tua Tagovailoa this offseason after he was released by the Dolphins. And former Bears GM Ryan Pace is reportedly joining the Vikings as an advisor. In the NHL, Vegas interim coach John Tortorella will not be back. Trained to push past the pain, not athletes, just people trafficked every day right here in the United States, sometimes by someone they trusted. During the World Cup, help us break the silence. Visit bluecampaign.gov/World Cup to learn more. Paid for by the Department of Homeland Security. At the World Cup today in New Jersey, attendance over 80,000. France got 2 second-half goals from Kylian Mbappe and won 3-1 against Senegal. Norway got 2 first-half goals from superstar Erling Haaland, 4-1 Norway over Iraq. And coming up on Fox TV from Kansas City in a half an hour, it's Lionel Messi and Argentina against Algeria. The U.S. plays in Seattle on Friday. To Major League Baseball, the Phillies are up 8-2 on the Marlins now. Top of the 7th inning, Kyle Schwarber with his 25th home run of the season that leads the majors. Toronto has Dylan Cease on the mound. 5 scoreless innings, 7 strikeouts, 4 walks, but Toronto is up 3-0 at Boston in the top of the 6th. The Yankees' lead is now 10-1 against the White Sox in the bottom of the 4th. Garrett Cole had allowed a first-inning homer and pretty much nothing after that. 10-1 Yankees in the lead. Ben Rice with his 20th home run of the season. And the Reds lead the Mets and Kodai Senga 4-1 after 4 innings. The Dodgers have the late game at 10 p.m. Eastern hosting Tampa Bay. The Dodgers activated infielder Tommy Edman after offseason ankle surgery. At the College World Series, West Virginia eliminated Troy today 12-0. And guys, a note about how big the ratings have been for Fox's World Cup coverage so far. Just as a comparison, the Stanley Cup final was averaging a whopping 5.1 million viewers going into the weekend clincher. That's about double what the Stanley Cup final got a year ago when it was only on cable. 5.1 million now. I'm sure they're doing backflips in the NHL office off that. Fox for a Sunday morning game, our time. Curaçao against Germany got 6.2 million over the weekend. Germany's 7-1 final. And then Japan's 2-2 game against Netherlands, 8.8 million viewers. Brazil's first game of the tournament against Morocco, 10 million viewers. And even the game that was opposite the Knicks clincher over the weekend, it was Haiti against Scotland, 6 million viewers. Back to you.
Yeah, and this is early. You know, as we go further along, the numbers are going to skyrocket.
100%, yeah.
Steve, appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. There was some good news with numbers. Sports dominating. We know the finals was the most watched finals since '98, and they said they didn't even include like the World, so it could be even bigger than that.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, Steve. All right, By the way, it's time to get your financial portfolio game ready with Webull. Get powerful investing tools and real-time data all in one platform. Get started by downloading the Webull app today or visiting Webull.com. Webull Financial LLC, member SIPC, FINRA. Investing involves risk. And for more information, visit Webull.com/disclosures. Joined now by our man, cue the music, NBA champ, Sirius XM NBA radio, Pelicans TV color analyst, Fox Sports Radio NBA analyst, Antonio Daniels. Been working hard. I heard him on Colin Cowherd earlier today.
Oh.
AD, what's up, man?
Kelvin, what's up, brother?
What's
How
up?
are you?
I'm good, man. Listen, I'm good. The Spurs, I had nothing against. I actually think they're incredible. I think Wemby's fantastic. The
There's
young
a fight
people
coming.
There's a little bit because it's nothing about them. I needed Rob to be wrong, AD, because I sit next to him every day, and I picked the Knicks to win, and I needed him. He had the nerve to be gone this whole week because I needed to talk smack to his face and tell him you were wrong. You told me they weren't gonna. He said when they won that first game, when the Spurs won their game, they said, "Oh, that's it. The Knicks won't win another one." That's what he said to me, AD. Then they went ahead and he said that he was crazy. So all right, let's get into it. I'm gonna start with the Knicks side of this. What did you see from the Knicks, specifically Jalen Brunson, who looked a little shaky for him, is very inefficient, but able to turn it up the last two and a half games? What changed, and how were they able to come back 5 games straight being down double digits?
Well, I mean, the thing is, we can say that he was inefficient. I wouldn't say shaky.
Right.
He was inefficient.
Yeah.
But he was also the best player on the floor when it mattered the most.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at NBA basketball games I've played in, games I've covered, I have come to realize you can play 44, 45 minutes of great basketball, and it can be undone in the last 3 to 4 minutes of a game. Like, it's crazy how it works. Because if you look at the totality of that 5-game series, the San Antonio Spurs were the better team for most of the minutes.
72%.
But the New York Knicks were the better team for the most meaningful minutes. And that's what matters. That's what matters. Jalen Brunson, yep, he was inefficient. I had OG Anunoby as the finals MVP up to Game 4. And then Game 5, he comes out and puts up. I was in the house for every one of the games here in San Antonio. Game 1, Game 2, Game 5. So to watch all these games happen the way that they happen, the thing about sports, I'm not telling you guys something that you don't know. You can't expedite experience.
Right.
You can't. We would love for players and coaches to be finished products. But the fact of the matter is, this was Victor Wembanyama, Dylan Harper, all these different guys, Stephon Castle, and, again, no pun intended, Mitch Johnson's first rodeo.
Yeah.
Yep. No,
It's hard to overcome.
Yeah, Antonio, I talked about that yesterday, but it's when you talk about losing the leads down the stretch, right? We can be watching it. We can watch it at home, and it looks one way, and you can kind of call it. You can kind of feel the momentum, but when you're in the building,
yes,
obviously they're young, and we want to attribute it to them just being young. But in those moments, the execution has to be better from the head coaching position and on the players on the floor. Would you talk about that a little bit?
No, but see, I think that, and I mean this respectfully, I think that's easier said than done.
Yep.
You know, because like we can take it out of this series and go back to some of the best coaches of all time. I watched Steve Kerr lose a 3-1 series to LeBron James.
That's right. That's true.
I watched Greg Popovich take Tim Duncan off the floor in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And them not get that rebound and Ray Allen hits a shot.
That's right.
I can go back and think of different times throughout the course of history with some of the best coaches to ever coach the game have made mistakes. I have heard Eric Spoelstra talk about his first time coaching in the NBA Finals and how many mistakes that he made. And how when the season was over, he went back and watched film on what he did wrong. Because guys don't know what they don't know. Players and coaches. The only difference is a lot of times we'll offer grace to the players, but we don't extend that same grace to the coach.
Well, AD,
Johnson has never been in this situation before.
AD, guess who is not extending grace to that coach? Want to guess?
Rob.
Rob said, fire Mitch Johnson.
Oh, my goodness.
After Game 4.
Yeah, of course. Because the thing is, it's always easier. Like, you know, it's always easy when, in sports in general, when you're on the outside looking in. I tell my co-hosts all the time on SiriusXM, chaos happens.
Yep.
And when I say chaos happens, I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about mentally. And when it happens mentally, it affects what you do physically. So when Victor Wembanyama catches a rebound in game 2, chaos happens mentally. Oh, shoot, what do I do? So he just throws the ball away. Like, you can think of so many different times throughout the course of sports history where your thought at the time, because you're not wrapped up in it, is what was he or what was she thinking?
Right.
Because it's easy, because the pressure's not on you.
Right. I mean, I just think, and also to me, tell me if you feel me this philosophy with the Spurs. They win 33 games or something like that last year. Wemby's out, and I think they go into the season, okay, healthy Wemby, some good things. Okay, we got some good young players, hopefully. Mitch Johnson, our guy of the future as our coach. I think they skipped. I don't think they thought they'd win 60 or 62 games and jump to the finals. So I think they were learning on the job, and I think, as you mentioned, that's why I picked the Knicks. I think the Spurs, just the inexperienced thing. Do you feel like Mitch Johnson and the whole team as a whole, they kind of skipped a few steps? You know, the NBA usually gives you bumps and bruises along the way before you win it, a la the Knicks. They had to go through it the last few seasons.
Yeah, and I think San Antonio, they skipped some steps, but they couldn't skip them all because there is no skipping them all.
Right.
If you go back and look at a team like Oklahoma City, years back, they didn't make the playoffs. Then they lost in the play-in. Then they lost to the Dallas Mavericks.
Yep.
Then they won the NBA championship. Those are the steps. You can think of the Boston Celtics with Tatum and Brown. They kept losing to the point where people kept saying they shouldn't even – you got to trade one of them. You got to get rid of one of them. There is no skipping steps. And I remember thinking to myself, is Victor Wembanyama the first player that is going to make me rewire my thought process
Right.
as far as skipping steps is concerned?
Yeah.
To go from 13th place in the Western Conference to now NBA champions, and basically what I found out is what I've always felt. There is no such thing as skipping steps. As much as we would love to, what we saw in the finals with the Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs is a team that was experienced, battle-tested, and tested as far as steps are concerned. And what you saw on the other side was a young team that was inexperienced and learning on the fly. And that really reared its ugly head in the last 4 to 5 minutes of every game in this series.
Antonio, there's been some noise or chatter around Cat's extension and whether to do that extension. What is it? 4 years,
272.
272. Like, do you give him this money? Do you think he's done enough in these last 30 games? Obviously, the playoff run, he was really, really good. But I mean, over the course of his career with New York, would you validate that by taking care of the man?
I'll tell you what makes this conversation so much more difficult is what Jalen Brunson did. What Jalen Brunson did by leaving money on the table.
Yep.
Now being in New York kind of sets the standard. And regardless of the reason that he did it. Because obviously playing with Josh Hart, playing with Mikal Bridges, that helps.
Yeah.
That chemistry.
Yeah.
If you put another wing in for Josh and another wing in for Mikal Bridges, I don't think Jalen Brunson does that. But the fact that the relationship matters. Now, the question that I'm asking, if I'm negotiating this deal with Karl-Anthony Towns, is, man, look what Jalen Brunson did. Can you imagine what we can put around you guys? We can bring Mitchell Robinson back. We can bring Landry Shamet back. But what we don't want to do is tie all the money up into one contract and now be shortened on what we can add around you guys. So let's sit down and negotiate this with me, you, Jalen Brunson, right? Because he left that money on the table. So if I'm Karl-Anthony Towns, the question that I'm asking myself, am I taking all that money? Or am I following the example of Jalen Brunson?
It's a great point. We got to leave it there, but that'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. That's why we love it. Even love the offseason, AD. Appreciate you, man. Thank you as always.
Appreciate you, Tony.
For sure. Appreciate it, fellas.
All
right, so here we go. 877-99 on Fox, 877-99 on Fox. Carrie, it's time for Trash Talking Tuesday. Your chance to trash anybody, anything. 877-99 on Fox. You can hit us up. You can trash whomever. We'll shut up for about 30, 40 seconds, let you do your thing. It's the Odd Couple on a Trash Talking Tuesday. Stick with us, Fox Sports Radio.
Shout out to Jalen Brunson, Short Kings stand up. I'm standing up right now. You can't tell.
I saw you. I saw a little rise. I saw the elbows do this right here. I said,
look, man, Jalen Brunson, unanimous Finals MVP among 11 voters because he had 45 points in the clincher. He was the only guy on their team who wasn't afraid of the moment, at least in the first half.
Yep.
Shot 4-7 from three-point range, 13 to 15 from the foul line, 15 points in the fourth quarter. They needed all 15 to get the win. Just for context, what Jalen Brunson has done during this run here. Became one of only 4 players, including Michael Jordan, Giannis, Bob Pettit, to score at least 45 in a closeout game. Okay. Joins Kareem, MJ, Bill Walton as the only players ever to win an NCAA National Championship, Naismith College Player of the Year, an NBA title, and an NBA Finals MVP.
Wow.
Shout out to Jalen freaking Brunson.
And all of that, what you just said to me, Rob G, is why he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Jalen Brunson will be a Hall of Famer. Now, shout out to Deion Sanders. One of the things I always loved, he always said is when some of these guys start getting the NFL Hall of Fame, he'll tell you what, baby, we're going to have some wings in that thing. Because it's going to have to be a wing with me, and because he's right. Like, to put, let's say Eli sneaks in.
Yep.
And then Deion Sanders and Barry Sanders sitting there like, hey, that dude's Joe Montana, like, he with us?
Yeah.
So I say that to say we'll see what wing Jalen Brunson will get into when his career is over.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's still much to be desired. He's 29 years old, so I think he's got 4 more All-Stars and 5 more All-Star games appearances.
Yep.
He'll have a few more, 2, 3 All-NBA, whatever the team may be, and those things like that. Maybe clutch player, whatever. But the reason he's going to get there is because you just mentioned it, Rob G. There's something to be said about a dude at the end of this. We all just kind of scratched our chin. And, now that I think about it, I don't know why this dude was the 33rd pick or whatever. This dude is simply a winner,
Yes.
Kerry.
Yes.
High school.
Yes.
Too small, too this, not at the check, win.
Yeah.
College, but you ain't going to be Duke, North Carolina, Kansas, win.
Twice.
You lucked out. Okay, but win. Dang, okay. All right, well, you're still too small, still probably not in shape enough in their minds. He didn't, he's not ripped up like Russell Westbrook and all. Okay, 33rd pick. Okay, cool. Plays well with Luka.
Yep.
To the tune of like, oh, dang, maybe he might be actually a real player in these streets.
Uh-huh.
The Knicks get him. That's a terrible signing. Well, New York, that's the best you can do. Plays well. 50 wins for that team. First time they had it in decades that they had the 50, 3 straight seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Inching closer in the playoffs, all-star appearances, clutch board.
All-NBA.
All-NBA,
Mm-hmm.
big facts.
Mm-hmm.
And what does he do? And this is the key part for me. He got to the finals, and I love this part, that he didn't play well those first couple games,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
He was inefficient. He was kind of hero ball, and I think I said, Kerry, that I think some of that, the mushing by Wemby, the pushing around, Stephon Castle just shoving him.
Yeah.
I think he took it too personally where he was like trying to show him too much and he kind of got out of his own flow and a team flow in game 3. And that's what got them out of that rhythm. But to see what he did in the last 2 games to the tune of that 45-piece masterpiece.
Yes.
What he was able to do, how he did it, trying to work around and see if guys are going to come with me. I got my dog, Karl-Anthony Towns. Okay, he is not playing today. The brother got 2 points, and he fouling any and everybody. Yeah. Some of them wasn't good calls. I'll give him that. Yes. But he's not with me. He wasn't with me the game before.
Mm-mm.
Thank God for OG.
Yep.
And I think he knew, I got to get this done. And he had that stone-cold killer in him.
He did.
That stone-cold, I'm getting it done. And between high school, remember, this isn't the NBA Hall of Fame. This is Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yep.
High school, college, two championships, now a finals MVP, and he's 29. And who knows what else he'll do the next 5-6 years, Kerry?
Yeah.
And my last point, there's a lot of guys that we will put ahead of him. We have when his career, when it's about to be said and done, he's going to be able to be like, hey, why is he over me? Why is Damian Lillard over me?
Mm-hmm.
Top 75 player.
Ooh.
But, like, why?
I know.
And you're going to be like, well, ooh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why is Kyrie? Kyrie, talent-wise, we all see that. Don't get it twisted.
I know.
But I'm talking about what he'll have. That like you're like, why? And there'll be a handful of people when his career is done that he'll be able to say, I hear you. A little more aesthetically pleasing than me. I get that, but why him over me? Because all I did was win.
Yeah.
And a lot of people wrote him off, or he's this, he's that, and he kept getting it done. And now you look at the Naismith Hall of Fame. Look, me and Rob both agree. It ain't the NBA.
Yeah.
Because there's some players in there, I would be, hold on now, y'all got to get out if this was just strictly your NBA career.
Yeah, you're talking about Arvydas Sabonis and those cats. Like, they're Hall of Famers.
Yeah, I'll take him out just because he was mostly the world. But I mean, even some NBA players.
Yeah.
It's some NBA players you like, He got in? Hold up. All right, so vibe, Alex. Someday, when my life has passed me by. Odd Couple. This was a banger, bro. Kelvin Washington, Kerry Rose, who's in for Rob Parker. You're always there for me. Thank you to AD for joining us. He was always there for us. We appreciate it. Stream us live wherever you happen to be. The iHeart app. Just catch up on all your Fox Sports Radio shows live 24/7 in the new and improved iHeart app. Search Fox Sports Radio in the app. Stream us all day, every day, live. Just download that app if you don't have it already, the iHeart app. And make sure you put us as your preset so we'll pop right up at the top of the screen. Take it there. All right, let's take him to Trash Talking Tuesday.
Don't you ever talk about me. It's Trash Talking Tuesday.
It's your teeth, Reggie. I don't know whether to smile at you or kick a field goal, man.
All right, let's get to it. We're going to try to knock these out quickly, so we're only going to give you about 20, 25 seconds. We get to a few of these, 25, 30 seconds max. Kerry, who we got?
We got Peter in Honolulu. You're on with the Odd Couple. Who you trashing, Peter?
Who you trashing, Peter?
I'm trashing Rob Parker. He was all in on Wemby.
Wow.
Unless he has a doctor's note to explain the missed absences after 2 days after the NBA Finals, he's out, man. He's forced suspension, something. He was all in on Wemby. Everyone knows it's Wemby. It's not Wemby. It's Jalen.
Appreciate it.
Everyone knows it's Wemby.
We don't know right now. We don't know. Are you saying I need to come up with a hit 'em up version?
You got to get
for
some.
Jalen Brunson?
You got to get some, Kelvin.
I might do a hit 'em up version.
Have it ready before he gets back.
All right. Ooh, I might do a hit 'em up. Some Tupac, you know what I'm saying, get at him. All right, who we got?
We got to go to New York, so we're going to go Leo in New York City. Who you trashing, Leo?
Man, I was going to trash Rob Parker, but you know what? I'm going to put that on the back burner. I'm trashing everything out there that sits over there. I hate Knicks fans. I don't want the Knicks to win. I hate Knicks fans. Guess what? We don't care. You couldn't say nothing to a New Yorker back then. You think we want to hear what you got to say now? Man, please. I can keep that over there. You don't want to hear it. All right? When your favorite player used to come to the garden and drop 45, 50 points, who stood up and gave him a standing ovation? Knicks fan. But y'all sit over there. We hate Knicks fans. Guess what? Knicks fans never say. We never hate another fan base. We might hate Trae Young, we might hate Wemby, but we don't hate y'all because we don't think about y'all. Keep that over there. You heard?
You heard?
You heard? Oh, that's
You
want to do one more?
One more.
Get one more in? All right, we're going to go Rocky in South Carolina. Who are you trashing, Rocky?
In the Brendan Sorsby case, I'm trash talking all the adults in the room. Judges, lawyers, administrators, coaches, donors, and so forth, so on and so forth. We got a young man who made a mistake. Hey, we all make mistakes, and there's mistakes in life. Unfortunately, maybe addiction, but there are also consequences to those. There was one consequence. It could have been figured out, but it's almost borderline exploitation. So I'm trash talking all the adults. Thank God somebody just maybe put something in to make the right decision to get done so he can get on with his life. Right now, football might not be the most important thing. So that's who I'm trashing.
Hey, I tell you what, man, good call. I appreciate you. Yeah, we can't get another. But hey, shout out to everybody, man. Maybe we'll try to get another call a little bit later on. Doesn't have to be trash talking. But you can also throw those on YouTube, or if you want to tweet us as well, you can do so. K-Dub Live for myself and Kerry 25 Roads. Good calls, though. And he, listen, I talked about that, Kerry. Yeah. The judge should just be like, well, he's going to hurt if he doesn't play, and he needs – I'm like, dude, there has to be some semblance of consequences for what you're doing, your actions, right? Am I wrong?
We are Buzzword.
The Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion. Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
Just about to start in Kansas City, the World Cup matchup. Argentina, its tournament opener against Algeria. Lionel Messi with his 200th appearance for Argentina, which is ranked number 1 in the world and defending champion. France, a 3-1 winner in New Jersey today over Senegal in front of 80,000 fans. Kylian Mbappe, 2 goals in the second half. Erling Haaland of Norway, 2 goals in the first half. Norway beat Iraq 4-1 in New England. Tunisia hired a new coach, Hervé Renard. Tunisia's former head coach was fired after the first game. Saints defensive end Cam Jordan re-signed to play one final season. The pro day for quarterback Brendan Sorsby is due to be July 10th in Texas. In the NHL, Vegas interim coach John Tortorella will not be back. To Major League Baseball, the Phillies are up in the 9th inning, 8-2 over the Marlins. Garrett Cole and the Yankees lead the White Sox 11-1 in the top of the 6th. I'm Steve DeSager.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
I'm about to yell at you in a second here, Lexi, a.k.a. Alex. It's the Odd Couple. Rob Parker is out. Kerry Rose in. Kelvin Washington on a Trash Talking Tuesday. Pretty good. I wish we had a little bit more time. Phone lines were lit up. We could have had a few more, but
I don't.
I wish you guys heard. But
Lexi, cut the music. Hold on. I'm Trash Talking Rob G. Come on, Rob G. Listen to this. You know good and well. Tell me this is not facts. I cut you 75% of the phone call slack when Rob ain't here.
Yes, that is true.
So give me a little bit now. Rob, you know he is waiting to get to. He comes on. Fire Miss Johnson. 877-99 on Fox.
But Rob G, what's wrong with the calls?
I tune in to hear Kelvin and Kerry. With all due respect to Andrea in Massachusetts, and Mark in Sacramento, and Kevin in Culver City, MJ in New Orleans. We thank you for being a P1 listener.
What's going on, gentlemen?
But I have never tuned in here. Like, man, I can't wait to hear what Trucker Don has to say about this one.
He's two. You know, I was thinking about making some more twins. Ran into a couple of girls down there in Utah. Oh, man.
That's fun.
All right, and forget all that. Every morning I wake up at the butt crack of dawn to go do TV, Spectrum News 1, morning anchor there. Shout out to them. And it's a thing we do is called, burying the headline, where it's a sense of like, that's the big thing. We got to get the headlines out. Alex, hit me with something. I don't know, some breaking news or something right now. Because somebody buried the headline, Kerry Rhodes.
What happened?
I go into the room with those knuckleheads. Mm-hmm. And I'm just, talking it up, and we start talking some. I'm like, man, they were showing right before this match. It literally is 13 seconds in, Argentina, Algeria, and I was like, man, this is just really big. I said football is our biggest, but it's still nowhere near soccer for the world. Right. And then Elijah goes, yeah, man, it is amazing. I was like, wow, because I was at the match last week. We've been talking about World Cup for a week, and Prince Elijah doesn't tell us that he was at the match.
He's been at what match was he at?
USA.
Oh.
No? Which one? Tell me. We don't hear him. Tell us which one.
Qatar versus Switzerland.
Qatar versus Switzerland.
The big money team, Qatar.
Yeah. But the point is, we've been talking about World Cup for a week. He's going to casually, oh, yeah, I was at the match. It was good.
You know why?
Why?
Because if you would have said he had front row seats at the soccer match, you're gonna be in his pocket. You're gonna be pocket watching.
Oh, you are underselling how much watching I'm about to be doing.
Exactly.
This man is Prince Elijah. See? And baby, when I tell you he's got his own money, he has got his own money. I knew it was coming. See? I know Prince of Zamunda when I meet him. Uh-huh. He is the Prince of Zamunda. He's not telling us. He don't. No, listen, I'm doing okay. Okay, I'm doing okay. Nobody goes on more trips than Elijah. Rob G, tell me when I'm lying.
You so right. You can't turn left.
Matter of fact, I'm pocket watching more than Rob G. Rob G is the ultimate pocket watcher.
I tried to save you, Elijah. See, I had your back on that.
You can't do nothing around Rob G. You can't get a coffee around G. I'll be on the phone when we do our little pre-show stuff, and I'm like, yeah, hold on, Rob G, I'm about to get coffee. There you go. Must be got money, got a coffee. I got a coffee.
Hey, don't say it to me because Rob G's always every time.
Oh, man, wait till Rob G finds out Carrie's trip he's got coming up.
You can't do nothing around Rob G. Anything you do. No, I'm about to go pick up dinner. Oh, I guess you can pick up dinner. You going to eat and feed your family? You going to feed your family?
Wait, you got a meal for 8. You only got 4 people in the building.
Got a plate for everybody at the table, huh?
Oh, I guess you got leftovers.
Oh, you're just going to fill up a gas tank today. Okay.
I'm going to Rob G like, let me fill up my tank. Oh, you go get gas.
Oh, you ain't going to put 3/4 in. You're going to put the full
tank. Let me guess.
I bet you get premium, don't you?
I bet you get. Oh, you're gonna get gas till it actually pops on its own. You're gonna
get a little gas on your hand when you come out.
Lock it up and let it pop. I gotta stop it when I want to stop it.
Why don't you save that gas that's coming on your arm?
You can't do nothing around Rob G. My gosh. Oh, hold on, Rob G. Here you go. Sorry, have a blessed day. No, you bless you. What you do? Oh, no, I gave a couple bucks to a homeless man. Oh, you just giving. You out here sacrificing and giving to people.
He pulled out his wallet. My wallet too. My wallet $2 short too.
$2 short. Help me out if you done. Meanwhile, every time I talk to, oh man, we just got this new roof. We just
I do got the seamless roof.
Seamless roof. Yeah. Oh no, it's crazy. I had to switch from this one to the bigger one car. Oh, it's wild out here in these streets.
We got too many AC units now. It's too cold.
Yeah, man. Have you ever heard of a gate that we got the? I know you want to go to heaven, Kelvin. These are pearly gates. We got them now in my house. Every time I look at you,
we do got one of those. Yeah.
Every time I talk to him, something else. Pocket watch.
Hey, don't forget that we had to trade our Tesla for a different Tesla.
We had to get an even bigger one, man. I ain't gonna lie. It fit you need a ride. It fits. Elijah, HRU, I need this segment. I want to put this up so I can roast Rob G for pocket watching. HRU, Elijah, I need it. All right, let's get to some. Oh, real quick before we get to all that. Now I'm burying headlines. Speaking of gas, ironically enough. All right, so K-Dub here. Look, we need to talk. Stop overpaying for gas. Rob G, listen up. This for you. Gas Buddy will help you find the lowest prices around the corner, plus earn points for an extra 10 cents off a gallon. Download the free Gas Buddy app today. Choose your road to savings. And by the way, again, always check out YouTube. Elijah's got it looking good. Search Odd Couple FSR. You'll find us there. Always some good stuff. Shout out to YouTubians. Probably talking crazy right now on there. I might log in. Let me see what they're talking about. I'm scared. They might be talking reckless. All right, Rob G, let's get to this. I was just walking around the building here grabbing some water, and I heard Dan Patrick for this morning basically kind of admitting, like, hey, a lot of us didn't think Jalen Brunson was a 1A, and everybody's kind of eating crow. And he was like, but it's everybody. Don't try to have revisionist history now. But have we gone crazy with Jalen Brunson?
Absolutely. And I'm celebrating the short king Jalen Brunson. We've been celebrating him all playoff. Everybody except Rob Parker was like, hey, man, Jalen Brunson and these Knicks are on a heater. Having a magical run of the postseason, magical run of the NBA Finals. And he caps it off with a 45-point masterpiece in Game 5 to clinch the NBA Finals on the road in San Antonio. We love Jalen Brunson. You mentioned he's a Hall of Famer now in your book. Slam dunk, no doubt about it. But here's the problem. You can celebrate Jalen Brunson. You can appreciate what he's done for New York as a city, what he's done for that franchise, and still have some context when you're talking about where he is both currently in the NBA and where he is in the pantheon of basketball. There are people, reputable people, Hall of Famers, basketball, people who literally wrote a book on basketball. It's called The Book of Basketball, saying that Jalen Brunson right now is the top 5 NBA player.
I know.
That Jalen Brunson right now is a better player than SGA and Luka Doncic. That Jalen Brunson all time is currently now ranked ahead of Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, James Harden, George Gervin. Like,
no, he got relaxed with the
Can we pause for the cause just for a second with Jalen Brunson?
All right. First of all, I'm a huge J. Kidd guy, so we're not quite there yet because we have the luxury of looking at the totality of somebody's career, right? So we can, we're still in the middle of his. He's 29. He's got, like I said earlier, I think he's probably got 3 more years of elite, maybe even 4, and then 2, 3 more really good, and then we'll see what it is after that. Everybody can't be LeBron or KD, just absurd, and Steph at 38, 39, 40 kind of a thing. But I think what you're catching, Rob G, is this. The accolade caught up what your eyes were witnessing over the last 3 years, 3+, maybe 4 years. And here's what I mean. We have been witnessing, like, dang, on a random Tuesday night in January, Jalen Brunson close out a game, hit some big shots, they win. You're like, dang, okay. You witnessed it 2-3 years ago. Like, dang. You witnessed it 2 years ago. Dang. You witnessed it last year, coming back a few times, and we talked about it. Down 20, game 1 and game 2 against Boston in Boston. What do they do? Come back and win. Jalen Brunson closing out. Cleveland last series, before the finals. Down 22. Come back 7.5 left in the game. They win.
Yep.
Jalen Brunson repeatedly closes games, ices out, makes big plays. And so you were seeing it, but you're like, man, but it's Tuesday in January. Does it really matter? You're watching it and you're saying, all right, but is it on the biggest stage? And what I think happened, Rob G, Kerry, is that we finally saw what we were witnessing with our eyes and like, oh, I see it, but it don't matter yet. Happened at the best time ever when it mattered. And I think that's why we're like, oh, so what I've been seeing for the last few years is this guy's a closer, this guy's a killer, this guy's a winner, this guy can drag his team, this guy can do it in a multitude of ways. They can blow you out like they had a plus 24 margin throughout the playoffs till the finals. And then it was, we're down 15, 20, 29, and we keep coming back. However do you want it? Remember that song? However do you need it? It was becoming, we can be down, we can be up, it can be close, and I can do it. And I think that's why, Rob G. And there's a lot of guys who have had great careers, who have had great moments, who have great seasons, but you didn't feel like they could close it single-handed. Like they couldn't ice it. They couldn't get it done. And I think that's why people are saying, what I've been witnessing for the last 2-3 years, I'm like, oh, shoot, okay. He looked like one of those ones. He finally crystallized it with an NBA Finals MVP and winning the trophy.
Yeah. We are jumping the shark for sure. But I mean, if you're coming into this season, am I putting Jalen Brunson in my top 5? No. But am I putting Jalen Brunson in my top 10 in this coming into the season? Yes. If that's pretty accurate, right?
And I think because listen, those things need to be adjusted year in, year out. Because guys get older, guys get banged up. There's a younger guy that got better. Like, so it's fair to readjust.
So yeah, like me saying he's top 10 coming into the season, I don't think anything's wrong with that, right? But as far as these top 5s and starting to put him over Luka and SGA at this point, you just can't do it, especially SGA. I mean, he won a championship as well, and we know he just came off 2 MVPs back-to-back. So I'm not putting him in that tier yet, and I don't even think he cares. And I don't think this really matters in the grand scheme of things. But as far as being prisoners of the moment, most of us are in a lot of these situations. So giving him his flowers.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I know. Giving him his flowers is perfectly fine, but top 5 and all that stuff, just let's pump the brakes on it. And I love Jalen.
Okay. Because we're having a fun day.
What you got?
By the way, we have a goal. What? No goal? So we have 2 goals that were taken back because of offsides?
Both offsides.
All right. How about to get Lexi teed up? Lexi, you looking
I'm so excited right now.
I know. All right. Just for fun, Rob G and Kerry. Stop me when I name a guy that you believe he's better than. I'm going to name like the top guys in the league that you're taking to, just for fun.
Yep.
Joker?
No.
No.
Luka?
No.
No.
SGA?
No.
No.
Giannis?
No.
Right now, I'm not sure. So I'm going to say yeah.
Jalen Brunson is better than Giannis.
I just said yes.
Yeah, I'm saying for me. I'm saying no. I'm saying
yeah.
So y'all don't like defense then. Kerry, you play with all-pro safety.
Yeah.
A defender. Stop guys from scoring. And you're like,
Yeah,
I'll take the 5'11", 225-pound guy over there.
Yeah,
can I tell you why?
He's going to be available, and I don't trust Giannis' health right now. So it's not just about what we talked about Catton and Brunson, the talent. It's not that. I don't trust Giannis right now.
It's my smoke. And Joker gets some of the smoke. Yes, he's better than Brunson. I'm not, but my smoke is for where we keep telling. How many MVPs does Joker have? 3? What do people say? Should have been 4. It should have been beat. Well, you telling me a 4-time MVP that can't get to the Western Conference Finals routinely?
Yeah.
That can't get to the finals routinely? 4-time MVP? Where they do that at? Tell me another MVP that's 4 that wasn't routinely, a threat.
No.
That could lose to an Ant Edwards in and out list, Minnesota, and we would just be okay with.
Right.
Giannis, top 3 player, he got 2-time MVP. Can he get to the Eastern Conference Finals regularly? You've heard me say it a million times, Rob G. In the history, these people will get way more smoke if LeBron wasn't getting to at least the Eastern Conference Finals, let alone the Finals.
Right.
Only person I know gets to the Finals 10 times. Everybody hate him for it.
Yeah.
How about the best, 4-time MVP y'all want him to be? Joker, can you be a threat?
Right.
I'm not even saying you have to win the Finals.
I know. Yeah.
The minute Wemby got good, where'd he go?
To the Finals.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all keep Joker. Oh, man, he's top 10. All right, hold on. Steph is a 2-time MVP. He stayed in the Finals.
Yeah.
Magic stayed in the Finals. Bird stayed in the Finals. Jordan stayed in the Finals. Even Akeem, because people forget he went even before he won the two.
Uh-huh.
You get what I'm saying? People who are dominant dunking. So all the Joker, I'm gonna need a little bit of smoke towards the dude. He should have 4 MVPs, and you telling me he can't regularly at least be in the Western Conference? My gosh.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
Go ahead.
Ant.
No.
No, Brunson is not better than Ant.
No.
Okay.
No.
Wemby.
No.
Is he better than Wemby right now?
Today he is.
Yes.
Today he is.
We just saw it. Rob G, we just
You
saw it.
saw that Brunson had 2 1/4 good games in a 5-game stretch.
Out of all those 5 games, who had the most impact in that series?
It's not even
throughout
close,
the
bro.
entirety of the series?
Yes.
Victor Wembanyama.
No, he didn't. Jalen Brunson got he pulled so much attention.
Wemby,
Are we going to act like OG didn't have like a 30 and a 28-point game? Are we going to act like Mikal Bridges didn't shoot like a perfect from the field in game 2? Are we going to act like Karl-Anthony Towns wasn't giving you 19 and 10 in the first 2 games?
Was the defense geared for any of those guys?
No.
They were all beneficiaries of what Jalen Brunson did in that game.
And the offense and defense of the Knicks was geared towards Victor Wembanyama. It wasn't just one side of the court.
You talking about inefficiency. Did you see Wemby in bad games?
I did.
Did
His
you see
worst games
turnovers?
were never as bad as any of Jalen Brunson's
Did you see turnovers
worst games.
and did you see missed free throws? Wemby absolutely will be better than Jalen Brunson for career. We know that.
Yes.
Wemby is going to be one of the greats of
Rob
all
G,
time.
I say it coming into this year. I got
a couple more for you.
Okay.
This is where it gets interesting.
You guys are making me hate on short people. I don't like doing
Most of these I'm with you on. Ant Edwards is tricky because I agree Ant Edwards is more talented. That's no debate.
Right.
But I want it to start, to manifest itself. And it will. He's young. So I'm cool with the Ant. But another Ant-like one to me, Cade.
Is Jalen better than Cade? He's better than Cade to me going into the season. Yeah.
I would take Jalen over Cade. Right now.
Right. Okay. I'm
right
okay
now.
with that. No, I'm okay with
Because he has the body of work that Cade
That's
doesn't
right
have
now.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now.
I think Cade is Brunson, moving forward. Meaning team's good, but he's the closer. He's, we're right there, but I'm the guy that we within 8.
I would love to see Cade with that kind of roster, though.
He was an MVP finalist, right? Cade was this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cade with an OG. With a
or
cat.
that level of a roster. I would love to see it.
Exactly. Boy, you can see my bias spilling out right now. And lastly, couple more real quick. Tatum.
No.
Tatum's
wait. Coming off the injury right now.
Oh,
all that.
Okay, yes. Off the Achilles injury, that's a different conversation.
It's a different conversation.
All
that into place.
Okay. No, I'm just listing all the guys, they am I missing anybody else? Because Steph, it's too tough because he's so older now. You take Brunson because I got a longer runway. You know what I mean?
This is a great conversation though, because I think it is all perspective as well, and you're also coming into this season. That's a big difference. It's not just about who's the better player.
If you just went down the stand Jaylen Brown, I think Brunson's better than him. I think Brunson.
By the way, Brown got to be like, what more do y'all want? I had no Tatum, and I was a second in the East. Shout out to Jalen. He has a right to be. I'm not gonna lie. He has a right to always feel like he's disrespected. He
100%.
does.
Yeah, he's better than Donovan Mitchell. He's better than Tyrese Maxey. He's better than Paolo. He's better than anybody on the Hornets and Heat. So then you move down to the Western Conference, and you mentioned Shea, Wemby, Luka, everybody on the Rockets. I would assume you're taking Jalen Brunson over all those guys, even KD.
Yes, but I love some Amen.
I know you love the Thompson twins.
I do love the Thompson.
He's better than D-Book.
Yes.
Kawhi Leonard is an interesting conversation.
Kawhi Leonard is going to be the most frustrating person for
really
me
is.
to explain to my young daughters if they become basketball.
He's so good.
He's so good.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
Him, do feel me on this?
I aspired to have the kind of career that Kawhi had.
No, you work too hard. Kawhi, Anthony Davis, and Kyrie are going to be the most frustrating to explain.
Yeah.
Because okay,
Is
I'm
that-
not
is that-
I'm not
is-
doing this.
is that
I'm not
him?
doing this because this is the third goal we've seen. That wasn't. Is this a
look
goal?
Look who it is, though.
He did the first one. Did you see that the first one?
Oh,
was
he did
Messi.
the first one, Messi as well. And you talking about he shouldn't be the captain, Lexi?
Ooh.
How
Shots
dare
fired,
you.
Lexi. All right, so here's
Brunson
what
or
we're going to do.
Lionel Messi.
All right. 877-99 on Fox. Look at Rob G. We don't have time. Listen, at least let me give the illusion, Rob G. This is a show of the people, Rob G. As Rob would say,
Rob G
we
was like,
care
nope.
about you. We want to hear from you. I know we're out of time because by the time we get back, we got to get to Steve. We're going to get an update from Lexi. We'll get an update from Steve as well. This one will actually stand. This goal, we'll find out. It's the Odd Couple on a Trash Talking Tuesday. Stick with your boys, Fox Sports Radio. The world's biggest soccer tournament, we're talking about it, of course, has arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. Now, on Kalshi, you can trade every match from the opening stage all the way to the final. USA is coming off an incredible 4-1 win over Paraguay, and now they've got Australia on deck this Friday, with the Americans currently trading at 57% to beat the Aussies, meaning if you bet 100 and the trade pays out 170 if they can win the match. So smart people have been saying all along that this is the best team the USA has sent to the tournament in years. So now you're looking to make a deep run in this tournament. So on Kalshi, you're trading against peers in the live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, this is the best part. You can buy in and out of your position. So for a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code ODD, ODD, to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi, 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 trade on anything.
Restrictions and eligibility apply. Not available in all states and must be 18 plus. Trading involves significant risk. Consider if it's appropriate for your financial circumstances. Prices and value may differ and some markets may not be active. See Kalshi.com/regulatory for more.
There was a congressional, I want to call it a hearing, but a meeting, I guess, took place earlier today, and it was all focused around what's going on in the world of college sports. As you guys know, we talked about it last week. There is a Protect College Sports Act that has been presented where they'd like Congress to get involved and police the world of college athletics. Today, Nick Saban met with the Congress. Here's a snippet.
Congress does not need to micromanage college athletics. There's lots of people out there that can help us do that. Congress does need to fix the mess, and the courts create a national framework so people inside college sports can enforce fair rules. Without legal certainty, every rule becomes another lawsuit, every standard becomes another risk, and the system keeps drifting toward the professional model.
The last person I want to hear from is Nick Saban. You mean the guy who quit after he was able to undermine the system? All of his kids had these cars and all this stuff. They were like it wasn't above. It wasn't NIL money, Kelvin, but those players happened to be doing pretty well down there, and he won all his championships. These guys got some nerve to come in, and now they want to regulate. They could have done it in the beginning, Kelvin, right? If they would have made the system and cut in the players on all these billions of dollars that they make from television revenue, we wouldn't be here. But they were so damn greedy. And now all the old guard have to show up and say, stop these guys from making money. This isn't my system. Nick Saban, you quit. You walked away. You don't deserve to have any say. You're not in college football anymore. Retire already. Stay on television. The idea that he's going to be the guy to speak up? Where's the provision to stop? Let's have a profits cap on the NCAA and the colleges. You can only make 6% on your money. Let's have a cap and stop these college coaches making gazillion dollars and walking out on the kids. Address that, Nick Saban. These kids have been taken advantage of forever with a crooked system. The NCAA, for as long as I've been alive, has been organized crime. Organized crime. You guys work, we collect the money, and you get nothing. God forbid you get a free pizza. They threw the kids out of school, Kelvin, for getting a free pizza or a tattoo or giving up their warm-up jersey. And these guys now talk about they want the federal government to step in. Poppycock, Boulder Dash. Don't listen to Nick Saban.
Listen, I don't have much to add. We had the same ideal on this. Ain't that the pot calling the kettle black? Now Nick Saban, who used to sit up there, Rob, what he would have when he do a press conference? A big old Coke bottle. Because you know what? Yep. Coke was allowed to give him all the money. You know what else he was allowed to do near in the Alabama area? Have a bunch of car dealerships that he owns. He was able to thrive off all this, make millions upon, not like $1 million. I get it, okay, you got to get paid. You're running a college football program. No, tens of millions of dollars any way you want, endorsements up the wazoo. Him and Deion Sanders got the Aflac commercials. And now all of a sudden that the kids are getting paid. And yes, I do believe that it's a little wild right now and you can kind of find a way to maybe structure a little bit. But the idea to act like it's some national emergency and it's run amok that we've had a few years of a little chaotic. It's a little chaotic right now. They're still trying to find their footing and figure it out. But that this would be the guy that's like, yo, we needed to put a stop to. And Rob, you know what I view it as too? Nick Saban, one of the all-time greatest coaches of all time. But you know what I equate it to as well? Nick Saban quit when everybody was on the same footing, Rob.
Yep.
The minute now that everybody was like, oh, bet, so I can have some donors, I can have some boosters paid, we can figure out our
Now
NIL,
he didn't want to be a part of it anymore, right.
Now he would have maybe gotten smoked by a Kurt Signetti or something. Now he's like, oh, no, this is getting too hard. I don't want to do it. Where I used to have a linebacker for 4 years who might only play one. Because he would just say, long as I can get that one season under Alabama, you know what I mean? Now he's like, shoot, I can go over there to Indiana. I can go to Kansas State or whoever's got some money for me. And so, again, it's just a different this him being the guy to do this, I just have issues with that.
Of all people.
Professional wrestling fans, the action continues every week. TNA Thursday Night Impact every week. Don't miss the adrenaline, the drama, and the total nonstop action as you watch your favorite TNA wrestling stars. For showtimes and more information, visit TNAWrestling.com.
All right, here we go. It is the odd couple. Kelvin Washington, Kerry Rose, who's in for Rob on a Trash Talking Tuesday. Shout out to everybody who called for that. Last call allegedly coming up in a little bit. If Rob G is open to it, we'll see.
He is.
Hell no.
No, he ain't open to it. Lexi, I might have to put you on hold because I got to get to Steve here in a minute to give us an update.
Steve can do updates all night.
Yeah.
Steve, can you do updates all night?
He's like, I mean, that's what I do. I'm one of the all-time greats at it, All right, by the way, the excitement of FIFA World Cup is now streaming live on Fox One, the official English streaming platform to catch every unforgettable moment. Fox One brings the action straight to your screen so you never miss a goal. Download Fox One and experience the FIFA World Cup live. And speaking of the World Cup, don't miss Team USA's second game of the group stage. It'll be Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon on the West on Fox. It is USA versus Australia, live from Seattle. It will be a good one. Rob G, is this where I get an update on it? On the match? Or not supposed to? All right. So here's what we'll do. We'll go to Steve now. And then we got some other news in the boxing world we'll get to as well, Steve.
It is Argentina in the lead, 1-0. They're in the 27th minute against Algeria. First game of the tournament for each. Lionel Messi seemingly scored an early goal, disallowed by offside after video review. It was correct. Messi then did score, and it counted 17th minute. This is his 200th appearance for Argentina. His 6th World Cup, by the way. That is a record. This game's in Kansas City on Fox TV. The late game is on FS1, midnight Eastern Time, San Francisco Bay Area, Austria versus Jordan making its World Cup debut. Earlier in New England, Norway 4-1 over Iraq. Erling Haaland 2 goals in the first half, and France got 2 second-half goals from Kylian Mbappe, a 3-1 win over Senegal in New Jersey. Attendance over 80,000 for that one. Wednesday's 4 games include England in its opener against Croatia. That'll be 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox TV. The U.S. plays in Seattle on Friday against Australia. That's a day game. The Aussies won their opener this past weekend 2-0 against Turkey, even though Australia was outshot 30-9 in the game. American star Christian Pulisic is day-to-day with a calf injury. He practiced on the side again today. He played only the first half of the opener. Neymar of Brazil practiced on the side in New Jersey. He's been out for a month with a calf injury. Canada's captain Alphonso Davies is questionable. He's been limited at practice with a hamstring injury. The excitement of the FIFA World Cup is now streaming live on Fox One, the official English streaming platform to catch every unforgettable moment. Fox One brings the action straight to your screen so you never miss a goal. Download Fox One and experience the FIFA World Cup live. And speaking of the World Cup, don't miss Team USA's second game of the group stage this Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. On Fox, it's USA versus Australia, live from Seattle. Saints defensive end Cam Jordan re-signed to play one final season. Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice is out of jail. He served 30 days for a probation violation. In the NHL, Vegas interim coach John Tortorella will not be back. In the WNBA tonight, just one game. Indiana at home beat expansion Toronto 113-91. Caitlin Clark, 21 points, 14 assists. From three-point range, she was 1 of 8. Golf's U.S. Open starts Thursday in New York. A reminder, the IndyCar schedule resumes Sunday on Fox TV from Road America in Wisconsin. To Major League Baseball, tonight in Philadelphia, Kyle Schwarber, his 25th home run that leads the majors. Philly, an 8-2 winner against Miami. Among the games in progress, Blue Jays now up 6-1 at Boston in the bottom of the 9th. Yankees lead in the 8th, 11-2 over the White Sox. And it's the Twins up 10-1 at Texas in the top of the 5th. Back to you.
Steve, thank you. Have a great night. Odd couple. Kelvin Washington, Kerry Rose on the Trash Talking Tuesday. And it is K-Dub reminding you that we need to talk. Listen, stop overpaying for gas. Gas Buddy will help you find the lowest prices right around the corner, plus earn points for an extra 10 cents off a gallon. Download the free Gas Buddy app today. Choose your road to savings. I tell you, somebody who burns a whole lot of gas running around L.A. and Hollywood, that is Ephraim Salam joining us now. I don't even know where he is. Who knows what meeting, what play he's executing right now. What up, E?
What's happening?
Man, good, man. We got so much going on right now, of course, and we know you're one of those people who keeps up with everything. We got the World Cup. We're talking NBA Finals. We got Mayweather going through some things right now as well. So where do you want to start with the finals? So I'm going to start with this. You were wrong. You told me the Spurs. You told me the Spurs. I'm shocked because I told you and Rob that it's not that they're not a very well put together, talented team. I just thought, listen, NBA history says you got to learn, you got to go through it. That's all we've ever seen, and I rolled with that, and that's kind of proved to be the case. But your thoughts on the finals, and whichever way you want to take it. If you want to start with Brunson and the Knicks, if you want to start with Wemby and the Spurs, however.
I want to start with Brunson. What he did in that closeout game, Game 5, on the road, 45 points. Look, that's you can say what you want about Jalen Brunson, but that's one of the toughest things to do on the planet Earth. That's why there's only a handful of people that's ever done that.
Right.
Michael Jordan being one of them. And so, look, he's bumped himself up 4 or 5 notches when we start talking about the best player in the NBA and who should be, throughout the season, who should be looked at as an MVP candidate. I don't think Jalen Brunson gets enough love. He's been the consummate go-to guy for the New York Knicks since he's gotten there. He was that guy for Dallas when Luka got hurt and he got an opportunity to shine. So nothing about his leadership and what he's brought to the Knicks would ever have me question if he is, an alpha dog. He is. We never question that with Allen Iverson, right? Like Allen Iverson, short in stature, big in game. I consider Jalen Brunson right in that category because he did something Iverson was unable to do, and that's to win a championship and put a team on his back.
But Ephraim, so where would you put it? We were talking about this, I think, in the first hour at 6 here, and where would you rank Brunson right now going into this next season?
He would be top 5 players in the NBA.
That's the conversation we were having.
Yeah.
I mean,
how can you not put him in there? Okay, you got Wemby, of course. You have
Joker,
Luka. You have Nikola Jokic. You have Shea, and you got to have Brunson in there. Yeah, it has to be. If anybody who doesn't, they don't know basketball and they haven't been watching.
No, we talked about it, and I had him right around there because you got guys that I think are more talented, Cade, but when it comes to what matters most, just winning, he's on a streak right now between even just last year, what we saw, he's been able to close out games, and you can kind of depend on him. I think I think it's fair to have that conversation for sure. Let me go here. Karl-Anthony Towns, me and you talked about this, I think last week you were in. What do you do with that? $272, 4 years. Ding! That's a lot of money. Are you cool with that? Run it back? I said today that I have to explore options, maybe Giannis or something else, because if I don't want to be a one-off and, just, hey, I want to try to improve and keep getting better and try to run this thing back, I might feel some cause because he's just an up-and-down roller coaster ride with Karl-Anthony Towns. And Kerry said, no, where are you with it?
No, you can't do that. Karl-Anthony Towns, before Jalen Brunson became the mythical creature that he became, was leading that team. After that second game in the first round of the series, a lot was put on his shoulders. Mike Brown brought him in and talked to him and discussed and put a lot of the team's success on his shoulders, and he did nothing but to carry the team. When Brunson was having horrific shooting nights, Karl-Anthony Towns put the team on his back as a facilitator and a scorer and a defensive stopper and allowed them to be able to have the type of run that they had. So in a league where you need bigs, why wouldn't you have the best shooting big who can play defense? The only thing that Karl-Anthony Towns needs to work on, but it is what it is at this point, is the early fouls, the silly fouls. I mean, that's been like that his entire career, but after what he did against Victor Wembanyama in this finals, how could you possibly be like, hey, man, we maybe need to move on?
Hold on now. Don't get carried away.
You maybe want to move on for some other people, but not him.
All right. Well, the first 2 games, I was with you. And I'm not saying I will, but my only thing is, and I said it just a minute ago, that I want to be a team that continues to improve, A, and then B, my only frustration, Ephraim, and you and I talk hoop, is I just don't like the what version am I getting to you tonight? Mm-hmm. What makes Brunson, why you said top 5 or top 5-ish or wherever you want to put him, is because you know what you're getting. Not that he's not going to have a bad shooting night, but I know what I'm getting. Cat, 2 points and then 8 points and then 25 and then 11. And that's the only thing I'm saying. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, but what are the other things he's doing? Like, so for the most part, after game 1, the guy was the primary defensive player on Victor Wembanyama and gave Victor fits. So that in itself, you have to be like, okay, there's an extreme value there. Victor Wembanyama is 7'5" and a 1 of 1 in the NBA, and he's going to get better. So you want someone that have had some success guarding him and done exactly what they needed to do in a high pressure situation. I would try to bolster the team somewhere else, but I wouldn't touch Karl-Anthony Towns because you need a big. What other big are you going to go get? Giannis? Giannis doesn't play center, just FYI.
Yeah.
So what other big would you go get to replace Karl-Anthony Towns with?
You said he don't play
With his
big, as
skill
if
set
Karl-Anthony
and ability.
Towns play big.
This dude.
Boy, Charles Barkley rolling around in his seat
This
right
dude.
now. Karl Malone rolling around in his seat.
Kelvin's been
All right,
against
I'm done.
Carl
I'm
all
not
day.
against him. I'm
all
just
day
saying.
you have. Hold up. I
Yeah.
want to throw this to him. So we talked about this as well, Ephraim, and we talked about who has the best career between Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns, like right now, careers.
Who has the best career?
Yes.
It would be Jalen Brunson.
All right, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, man.
And, okay, so
All right, Ephraim,
why
you
would
back.
you say
You
that?
don't ball now.
Jalen
You back.
Brunson, listen, man, Jalen Brunson is 6'1", maybe.
Uh-huh.
Okay? He is a bucket getter.
Yep.
He's not flopping around on the ground like a fish like Shea. He's a bucket getter. You watch him coming down the stretch, and you like, bro, you can't stop him from scoring. Like that, I'm a coach. I need bucket getters. When I'm telling my 11-year-old son I'm winning games in AAU, I'm like, bro, go get a bucket. Right? Everybody on the team, when put in situations, can't get you a bucket. So you swinging it around to the center at the top of the key. No, man. No. Either he comes to the screen or he get on out of there, and you got to go get a bucket. That's what I coach. Jalen Brunson is the bucket getter of the NBA, given his size, his stature, and his lack of overall quickness. Come on, man. That's a skill set, what he's doing and how he's able to get space, play with 2 feet in the paint, and get a bucket. Everybody can't do that.
Hey, this is a hard transition, Ephraim, real quick, but I did want to get your thoughts just because you're connected. What do you think of Mayweather right now? They're saying that reports that he owed, what is it, Rob G, a couple hundred and bad check, wrote a bad check, and just we've heard other reports that he's owed people money. Like, is this just a matter of he's got money tied up, or is a lot of people saying hey, he ain't got it like he flaunts it? Where are you with this?
He had a lot of people in his life and who had a say-so in managing his money, like most high-net-worth individuals. There's a crew of people who you trust to do your business. If one of those people don't uphold that trust, then you get situations like this. He's not the only athlete that has been through this, all right? This is a story as old as, I'm sure, back in Greek times, there was the best gladiator was, taken advantage of at some point by someone he trusted.
Right.
It's just a cautionary tale and a message to athletes. Hey, man, mind your business. And when I mean mind your business, mind your business, because that at the end of the day will happen. I have friends who had $10, $15, $20 million stolen from a financial consultant who was supposed to be, the guru.
Right.
These things happen all the time. Now, in Floyd's case, these are hundreds of millions of dollars.
Right.
Right? We're talking about giving someone power of attorney and them waking up and deciding to sell your houses or, take a loan against your jet and doing things like that unbeknownst to you because you've trusted them for 20-plus years. But, look, man, I feel for Floyd, but also you got to be smarter sometimes, right? Now, we'll see how this thing shakes out. I'm sure where there's smoke, there's fire in terms of people getting over on him. But he's always been a smart businessman. Now he's in a situation where that business was handled by other people, and these are the ramifications of that.
All right, man, good stuff. We'll leave it there, and good advice for not only just athletes, but I think everybody just, paying a little bit more attention to your finances,
Man.
being smart about it.
Yes.
All of us can learn from that, even just, a UPS driver. It doesn't matter, man. Hey, appreciate you, E. Thank you, brother, as
Appreciate you,
always.
E.
Absolutely, brothers. Y'all stay safe.
All right, no doubt. E for Salon there. Go ahead and give him a follow. All right, last call on the way, allegedly. We'll see if Rob G feels like it. 877-99 on Fox, 877-99 on Fox. Call at your own, what am I saying, expense? What I'm trying to say?
I guess that, yeah.
Call, hit us up. Last call, we'll do it. 877-99 on Fox. It is The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
It's last call time on The Odd Couple. If you had a take and couldn't get in all show, here's your chance. Your call's important to us. Call us at 877-99 on Fox. Hurry up. Rob and Kelvin got to get out of here.
Brendan, are you up to speed on Patrick Mahomes at all? The deal?
Yeah, I mean, I can give you the details.
Break that down for us.
500+ million.
$500. Can you break that down for us?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, so they added 2 years to his deal through the 2033 season, value of $504.75 million in total. Beginning in 2027, when the new money begins, the deal averages $64 million a year. And I believe, first NFL deal valued over $500 million.
$500 million. Man, the money is crazy right now in sports. In sports in general, where you can pinpoint a guy.
TV revenue's up, baby.
Yep, and you can pinpoint a guy even we're in a crazy space where, like, they're going to be a billionaire. Like, Wemby's going to be a billionaire, right? It's just a matter of time. Patrick Mahomes is going to be a billionaire. Yep. Like, when you can just pimp Caleb Williams, maybe if the trajectory keeps going. It's kind of crazy where we are in sports right now with the money being so big. I said that to say, I find with Kevin, when we're talking about Patrick Mahomes and the money, and obviously the Chiefs, they didn't make the postseason for the first time, but they had a run of 10 years, the longest stretch current in the NFL, and obviously if they fail this past season. But to me, when it's all said and done, Drake May, MVP candidate, gets to the Super Bowl. Sam Darnold wins the Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford, your MVP. Caleb Williams, one of the best, far comebacks, set the, tied for the record with that, most comebacks in the season. All these great things, all these great guys. At the end of the day, for me, even Patrick Mahomes is still the guy. When I think of just games on the line, need a win,
really?
Who's going to win this guy? Yeah. It's just for me, and I just still
after the last 2 years.
Yeah, and that's could be the success of the beginning bias.
Let me ask you, and I'm going to jump in. Yep. After the last 2 years, statistically, right? No Pro Bowls, and the injury. So who are we going now? Look, I'm not taking anything away from Patrick Mahomes' greatness, but after what he's shown us the last 2 years, 2 years ago, healthy the whole year. Last year got cut short because of the injury. And coming off the injury, is he the standard bearer, or is
Is
someone like, I don't know,
is it Matthew Stafford?
But
the reason why I would hesitate on Matthew Stafford is singularly just more so with I'm not
Josh Allen.
If Josh Allen is right there, but I have to be fair to the point that he just hasn't been able to get it done, right? And that's what we go. And that's what quarterbacks and star players in the NBA. Those are the two guys that we judge you on. Pitchers, your team can stink, Skeens, and you still you're the best. You can never win a ring in baseball and still be the best. That's just a different sport. If you are a quarterback, right or wrong, it's on you. Who's everybody tired of right now? Lamar Jackson. They're at the I get it. You're MVP. You put up great numbers and all these.
Got to get over the hump.
You got to get over the hump. Josh Allen, you're MVPs and you're all that. Got to get over the hump. Matthew Stafford, to his credit, finally got over the hump. Fell short this year and left a bad taste in their mouth because I think they feel that Seahawk ring was supposed to be theirs. That's how I think Matthew Stafford.
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
And the Rams feel.
Well, that's why they went and did what they did with.
Going to get Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett, yeah,
absolutely, and McDuffie. And they're like, we're about to right this ship and get right back there.
Yep.
But with that being said, if you wanted to say Matthew Stafford because he's the current reigning MVP, I'm not mad at that. Joe Burrow's going to be interesting this year to see coming back. He's been injured the last couple years, be beat up. The team, defensively, they've made some moves. So it'll be interesting to see. I got to wait and see. And you look at Patrick Mahomes, 24 touchdowns, I believe it was 11 interceptions. Not a great year on those numbers. We could have seen the rest of the year. We would have seen what those total numbers be. I just think at this current stage, for me, he's still the guy. I could be wrong, but I just still believe, and obviously I believe the way he's structured his deal over the last handful of years, taking a little pay cut, trying to work with the team, he deserves this money. When you're comparing other guys like Dak Prescott making 60, he's like, well, I know Patrick deserves that. I got 2-time MVP, 3-time Super Bowl champ. Why can't he? Eric Bieniemy is back. We'll see if that's going to be a huge help for them to get them back running this offense better. They got some more weapons as well coming in too. So to me, for him, this is almost what you were saying. All right, this is that last little. Are you really that guy still, or are you just a guy like he's a good guy? Are you in the mix now, that pack of everybody, or are you still lead dog? To me, this season is going to be that. Obviously, coming off injury, but you got some weapons
Is he
around
going to be
you.
available at the beginning
miss the
of the
first week or two.
No, they
I'll
keep
give-
saying, "Oh, he's going to be."
I'll give you a week or two.
Hey,
Like,
man.
maybe if he misses the first week.
We
1 week,
don't
2
know, and he doesn't know how he's going to respond coming off that the injury, the ACL. So.
Couple. Kelvin Washington, Kerry Rhodes. Shout out to Kerry, man. Good couple of days. Appreciate you, my guy.
Always, brother.
Oh, yeah. Good time, as always. Shout out to Ephraim, who just called in, and I think Ephraim is in tomorrow. If I'm not, is it Ephraim tomorrow? I don't even, Thursday. So we'll have him on. So looking forward to that. We got a lot going on. By the way, if you miss any of today's show, you can always catch the podcast, The Odd Couple. Search The Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast. A full version will pop up. A best of version will pop up. Rob G will get that up as soon as we get done running our mouths. So a lot to get to. Let's do the last call now. It is last call.
This is the last call.
It's last call time on The Odd Couple.
Elijah. Okay, get it, Kerry. Get it, Kerry. Brother diaphragm is in shape. Nice. Don't ever do that again, but that was nice. And now you're going to let me feel like I got to do that. Elijah, you didn't shake the screen like you do on YouTube. I don't think I didn't peep that. I watched, Elijah. You did? I don't know what he said. He yelled at me. He yelled at me right there. Let's get to the last call. And it is, of course, Dre in Massachusetts.
What's
Dre,
going
what's up?
on? Thanks for taking the call. Thanks for having me. Listen, what's going on with Floyd? He doesn't know who Billy Corbin is. He hasn't seen the documentary Broke. This is somebody who's made $1.5 billion in career earnings. We're talking about over $250 million for that pillow fight with Conor McGregor. Over $250 million, okay, for that pity-pat match with Manny Pacquiao. And now he's over here crying poor. He's never heard the saying, you got champagne taste, but you only got beer money. He doesn't know that professional athletes should understand you can be king for a year or prince for the rest of your life. We cannot look past this. He gets the pass from me. This is somebody whose whole career he has ducked and dodged the big fights in favor of the paydays and then flaunted it in everybody's face in terms of the obscene paydays that he got. And you're going to tell me he burned through even more, all of that money? No. We need another documentary just for Floyd Mayweather himself, and just that has to happen. And then after he goes through burning on the coals, then we can do the sympathy piece. But this is out of hand. $1.6 billion that you burned through when you didn't even fight the best of the best. Can't do it. Thanks for taking the call.
I appreciate it, Dre. Now, who's pocket watching more, Dre or Rob G?
Hey, it's a toss-up right now.
Yeah, it is a toss-up. No, I'll say this. What's interesting is Floyd had created himself, and you see everybody follow the blueprint. Canelo, where, I'm not just going to be a fighter, get my brains bashed in.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you know this. Dude, I've talked to so many fighters. We used to interview them before.
Punch
Too many punches.
Punch drunk, yeah.
Can't punch. Please watch my fight on and you. I'm not even being funny.
No,
It's
I
like,
know.
damn.
Yeah.
There's a particular fighter, very, very, very popular at his time, one of the best of his era. And it was sad. He was still fighting. And we like looking at each other when I was at the old place. We like, man, we could, during the interview, he was on the phone and we just, dang. Because he was, trying to promote it. It was, you can hear people behind him have to tell him, give him the paper. It was just bad.
Really?
And I said that to say, Floyd is created where I can be smarter. I can leverage. I can have my own brand, my own business, TMT, the money. I can do all these things. And so you hate to hear that was the blueprint. And now the blueprint is falling apart. You hate to hear that, man.
Yeah, man. No, Floyd, I wish him well, man. It's a tough situation.
The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?